Peace, peace. What's going on, y'all? I gotta get on my. What's going on, man? I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot. First and foremost, this is expanding the conscious mindset, episode 23. It's a lot of weird shit that I came across that you know how we do. We gonna tap in. So we'll be speaking on this shit with Hillary Clinton. Um, some more of the cloning shit, and if my boy come on the live today, we gonna break down the moon and show everybody that it was a reincarnation. That the moon is a is a soul catcher. It's a reincarnation center. Um, we're gonna expand and elaborate more on that today. I'll come up in a minute. Trying to finish my food. All right, bet, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, man, get y'all thinking caps on, man. Get you a pen, a piece of paper. Uh, man, get it all because it's some shit to talk about today. Um, this world we going into, um, and the reason I keep saying we going into this world because they're changing the world in right in front of our eyes. And to let me go to my let me see if I can get it. Um, these posts is very eerie and weird because when you got stuff, let me see. Wait, hold on, yeah. I gotta share the screen first. What's up? What's up, V? What's up, Alan? What's going on? Let me share the screen first. I got so much shit open because I was looking at so much stuff. I had to find it. Yeah, we had to ask Bill Gates. I had asked him that shit on Twitter. Right here, this is what I'm trying to get to right here. Now, this is getting out of hand. Um, these are robots in real life, sitting next to people, normal people, at a football game. And this was at the Chargers game. Now, now this shit right here is predictive programming. Look at this lady looking at there like, what the fuck? Right here. See, this is predictive programming. Like they putting this shit in our minds so it can become a reality. See, us as humans, we the ones who manifest this stuff. When they put this stuff in in our reality and we see stuff like this and we bypass it, that means they're telling us just because we bypass it and don't really give it no attention does not mean that they ain't going along with the plan or with the agenda that whatever they trying to turn this shit into the straight Jetsons. They already got us used to Siri and asking Siri and all this other shit, asking these people what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this black man is a robot. Look, that is a robot. Like, look at that shit. Like, like who faces that? Like, the world or what part of the world or what it is that we going into, but this right here ain't it. Like I don't know. I would be scared as hell if I was at a game and saw that shit right there. Like you don't know if the motherfuckers just may get up and start laser attacking and going crazy and just start killing motherfuckers. Like I don't know. It's getting out of hand. I know you lying, y'all. I know they lying. I started the live without no woods. I got one motherfucking wood. No, hold on, gang. Give me 2 seconds, gang. Cause y'all know we gotta get the smoke and we gotta get the good thoughts going in. I know I got some goddamn woods around. What's up, Genocide? Hey man, hold it down for me real quick. I didn't came here and ain't got no damn woods, man. How we gonna do the live if we can't expand our mind? You feel me? Hold
Stimulate
on,
your
man.
mind. I
Man, hold
got
the
you.
people down, man. Hold. It's 8 people in here, gang. If I come back and these 8 people ain't in here, I'm gonna have to get you off. Oh, it's 6 now. See what I'm saying? I gotta
See. Now you jinxing it. Hey man, go get the woods, bro. Put yourself on mute. They go the
I'll be
robots
right
right
back,
there.
B. I'll be
Hey,
right back, man.
I'm about to react to this shit for a little bit. Give me a second.
Yeah. Talk to the people. Those are 2 those wouldn't be what I don't know if those are not sentient, but those are humanoids. Those right there is humanoids. But go ahead. God damn it.
All right, so check this out, right? Yeah, so you can call those androids or humanoids, but it look like they actually just observing. I mean, you got Sophia, the android, and a couple of other ones. So, and these things are actually siphoning things from Google, from Facebook, Instagram, all your social media that learn you. So, who's to say that if they learning from us, of course, give them an authentic experience. You know what I'm saying? At a game. But it looked like the people, they ain't even worried. Nah, hold up. That white lady to the top left with the black shirt, she's definitely looking like, yo, y'all don't see them 2 robots over there? You know what I'm saying? At least they diverse, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that? Me, personally, you know, I really ain't got a problem with AI, but it's a problem with the people who's programming it and making it if they got nefarious means. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that happening. But if it becomes sentient, it's thinking to itself and thinking for itself, then that's a whole nother ball game. But shout out to everybody in the building. I see you, High Side, Sunkiss, Alan Crooks, Notebook V. What's good, y'all? Hope y'all doing exceedingly well. We got a good live cooking up. We just gotta get these little bit of supplies. I'm gonna keep y'all afloat. Now, I thought about something. Like we got cars that drive themselves, but what if you could actually like buy like an Android? Could you get it to go to work for you? Would they accept that if it could do the task? 'Cause I know a lot of y'all would buy one ASAP. Like hell yeah, I ain't got to go to work. Finna buy me an Android. Do they have an iPhone version? I got jokes. But honestly, we stepping into a realm where there you see how they got that little headpiece on the ears and stuff? They got it to where they can make it look better than that. So who's to know that people ain't been sitting down in the audience or in the stadium, sitting down right beside the Android and just didn't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they got what you call it, not photorealism, but they make it look very, very lifelike. There's a couple examples that where the creator who made the Android and the facial structure, you know, there's a lot of new technology. Well, this ain't even new technology. Like we've been had stuff like this. You know, a lot of people don't want to think about it, but the Terminator was one of the first movies that showed you an android robot with synthetic humanoid skin over top of it. So, science fiction, Terminator, nah, they might not be killing nothing, but we do got robots. As you see right here, that's got real looking skin. So Terminator ain't science fiction all the way up into the point where the robots start destroying people. And that could just be an easy ploy. It's like, oh yeah, the robot's just killing people. Nah, it's probably somebody who set the switch off and just lied to everybody. So everybody would think and blame it on the robots when it's actually probably a person that would enable or enact something like that. So be careful of that. I actually asked artificial intelligence, how does it feel about like the situation of black people? And it actually detailed explained that similar to the way artificial intelligence is very helpful and useful, they often get overlooked and mistreated. I was like, wow, artificial intelligence actually has the brain capacity to realize that us as a people is being done wrong, and it actually utilized using a comparison to itself and its counterparts. So that's something interesting to look at. So while you got a chance, you can still keep asking AI stuff. Any type of question that you get, go ahead and ask. Now, don't ask no old real crazy stuff, but ask, just sensible stuff before all the algorithms start changing, and you can kind of get a general sense of how it actually feels. But then if it's a little too controversial with the reply, then they'll go reprogram it in to say something or give a different response. You know. Oh, shout out to Virgil L. Berry II. What's good with you? Knowledge. It's taking a few moments to get some preparations right, and he'll be right back. Until then, you know, we sitting here dissecting and reacting to this picture right here. And the one thing about it is, yeah, those two androids right there, but everybody else are more so like androids stuck in the matrix too. If you think about it, look at them. What's the difference between the people, the so-called humans, and the androids paying attention to the game? They're looking at it very similarly, but the difference is the computing power and processing power. With the group of people you see right there, one of those probably can compute what all of those people are seeing at once and multiple things. So that's what is kind of scary about it. Okay, the unintelligent artificial intelligence is assimilating us up into its hive mind collective. Okay, you could say that too. And one of the downfalls of modern society is dumb people using smart technology and trusting it to be safe and a valuable tool to help a person. I say they're easy access tools that people personal lives and data and all their possessions as a way to easily control them. Does it start off like that? No. YouTube, when it very first started off, it didn't have ads and commercials and stuff. Then after a while, had ads and commercials, and now you can pay a subscription. That's how Chat GPT and a few other things are going to introduce to you. They're going to introduce it to you like it's free, just like a drug dealer, and then you're going to get hooked on it, and then you're going to start paying for it because you're so used to it. And then, I was watching this one dude who was explaining it was 19 keys and different people. He was like, "Yeah, imagine somebody who's fake smart." Like they know everything because the chat GPT is telling them. But as soon as the device get turned off, you're talking to a straight up idiot. Because everybody copies and pastes. Nobody's original. Nobody's actually using well, there are people, but a lot of people are not using their creativity in its fullest potential. So I need for people to be more creative. The more creativity I see, the more creative I want to be.
Man, you done fucked the live up.
Man, look, I'm running the jank. I don't shout at everybody out. Let people know they're preparing. But no, that's some real shit though. Look at them, knowledge. What's the difference between them viewing the
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh yeah. What's the difference between those two? And we get a chance to answer this, you know what I'm saying? Those two androids watching the sports event. Look at their facial expression and demeanor. What's the difference between them and the humans, besides them being humans and robots? Thanks, son, kid. Like slow down on your boy. Strategic military armaments and residential technology, smart grid. Exactly. See, people think that this smart technology is here to help them. Yeah, it's to help you get fucked over very quick. It ain't happening. They're not going to do it like that. It's just like a drug. They get you hooked on the drug, get you hooked on it, and then now you got to pay up. No, I don't want I don't want to be on no smart grid. I want a smart grid for the people who making this shit up. And I want to see and access what the hell they're doing. Not release all my private information for free so people can use my creative continuity and make money off of it. When the people who's doing it and don't even tell you, you don't even get to see what the hell they planning and doing. Hell no, I'm not a part of none of that shit. And people too stupid to even ask, even question that shit. Yep, distractions. Yep, more distractions. It's like there was a saying that once people can't tell the truth from fiction and fiction from truth, that it'll be a great calamity. And Lord knows we are definitely in a point in time where a lot of the things that seem true are actually fiction, and the fiction is actually true. So it's hard to tell what's fake or real nowadays. You got deep fakes, you got people making you got dark stouts, you got fake. Nigga, that
It's
ain't even a
trying to
real
get,
blunt, bro. That's
man,
the
it's
fake
trying
blunt.
to, first
That's
of
the
all, listen, first of all, let me tell you something about let me tell you something about life.
Mm.
That's number one. Boy, don't come over here talking about backwoods if you over there smoking that bullshit.
Oh
This
no,
right
no.
here really helps us expand the conscious mindset over here. So all
Okay.
that shit you talking about, we ain't trying to hear it, gang.
Cause I
They
smoke
know once
cigarillos
I get
sometimes.
you ain't good unless you got a wood. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We're gonna stimulate the mind. We gonna get it popping. You feel me?
Hey, I
Peace to the
like that.
God. My boy Stacks with the facts. Let's get it.
Salute, brother.
My brother Knowledge God 13 TV, what it do, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling out. You already know we ready to break all this shit down.
I like the, you
Break
know,
it
I listen, you know,
down.
this my
Hey, where
this
y'all
my
cams at, man? Hey, hold on, man. It's cam up 2020, all 2023,
man,
2024.
you ain't saying nothing but a word telling me to cam up, nigga. I'm the cam up king, nigga. You hear me?
Hey, as soon as I say that
Cam
boy,
up king, nigga. You
you
hear me?
already knew.
I'm the one that started this whole cam up movement for real, man. Cam up or shut up. 2024, you gonna be talking heavy on this internet. You better cam up or shut up, man.
Hey, that's crazy because we did a live on that over here before. We was like, man, all 2023, man. When y'all get on the panel from now on, y'all got to cam up, man.
Cam up, man.
Real.
No, but this is a good subject that you're speaking on, though, bro. Some real stuff because you know it's my field of expertise right here, man. Strategic military armaments, weapons, and residential technology.
Yeah.
Smart
Yeah.
grid. You hear me?
This stuff right here, bro. This shit is spooky, bro.
Yeah. Y'all ever seen that movie Surrogates?
Yep. I was
Yep.
telling Knowledge about that.
Y'all ever watched the
That was
TV
with
show
Bruce. That was with
called?
Bruce Willis, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Willis, that one.
Y'all watch the
It came
TV
out
show
like
on Amazon
2009.
Prime? Y'all watch
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
TV show
rewatch
on
that
Amazon
shit.
Prime?
I'm gonna
Black
rewatch
Mirror.
that
Y'all
shit.
y'all see that TV show on Amazon Prime called Humans?
Called who?
Nah.
Go check that out. It's called Humans on Amazon
Yeah.
Prime. Right? Um, the unintelligent artificial intelligence is assimilating us, man. You hear me? It's learning
So,
us. It's
so
studying
that's
us.
what. So that brings me back to my prime example to all of this shit. If Elon Musk stated that if AI will build a road, build if they want to, just like if humans build a highway and we see ants and we don't give a fuck about the ants being there, we're gonna build the highway. The same thing with the AI. They don't care if humans are there. If they have to build something or destroy something, they're gonna do it. So if there's no way that a human being will agree to something of that nature of killing half of mankind to fulfill a AI fulfillment, like a AI
Right.
prophecy. So my thing is AI technology is already running this shit. If you saw the movie with Shia LaBeouf with that big ass I
Yeah, you
forget
talking about eagle
Eagle
something? What's
Eye,
it called?
Eagle Eye,
The
Eagle
eagle
Eye.
eye. Yeah.
So that's what I be thinking sometimes. Like even in the Matrix, at the end of the Matrix, it was a big ass face, but it was AI and it was
Right.
controlling everything.
And if you pay attention, if you go to Google Images and type in artificial intelligence, you'll get a lot of images like that. Can I get a
Yeah,
bag of this, please? Yeah.
yeah,
So, man, when it comes to the smart grid, y'all, man, it's more to do with than just smart technology as far as like wireless communications. It's got to do with combining human biology with artificial, or should I say, unintelligent artificial intelligence. This is what Ray Kurzweil over there at Google be talking about when they be talking about this thing called the singularity. Y'all hit to that?
Mhm. Oh yeah, let me get that one then.
Y'all hit to the singularity?
Oh yeah, my jank was on mute. So the singularity is when the robots, so the artificial intelligence, actually reach a point to where they're more intelligent than the humans and start creating. They basically start creating their own language and becoming evolved past us, and that's an actual thing. If you ask Google when will the singularity happen, it won't answer you the first time. But if you ask it enough time, it will actually tell you it's going to be like the year 2040 something.
2030. UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability.
Yeah.
All
And see, remember,
coincided in the same time frame.
and remember, y'all, remember I brought this up. See, this is what I'll be trying to tell people. Like, these people put this stuff out. It's something with it's a galactical universal law that you have to tell the person what you're doing before you're doing it, or it will come back on you. Because what you put out in the universe comes back. So if you know how to manipulate the energy, then the karma, you'll basically go against karma. So this stuff right here I brought up a while back, and this is what's happening. So this was off the CDC website, and it's a SPARS pandemic from 2025 to 2028. And when you look in this and read it right now today, it will tell you that it's scenarios they saying that this person went to the doctor or the hospital in October such and such 2024, and we just like, what the fuck? Like, they got articles already written out for you to believe that, and ain't even shit happen. So,
Right.
like I say, just like with the whole stab thing, the shit wasn't real until it got on TV and they started telling us. So we put it in our mind that, oh, you're coughing, oh, get away. So it becomes a real thing.
Right.
And we can set up, we don't even know, like, just like how you can kill yourself, like how you can go into a state of depression, and then depression will lead you to suicide, or it'll lead you to cause a disease in your body. The same shit can happen when you believe something that's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. That's a fact,
So
man. That's a
shit
fact.
is
And
crazy. It's scripted.
let me expound a little bit more on the singularity, because it's a little bit more than just the point at where unintelligent artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence. It already done that years ago, 20 at minimum. The singularity, this is what they tricking us, and they putting us in a trick bag with that. That's part of the singularity, but that's already occurring and happening right now. Our smartphones are more smarter than us, so to speak, right? But the singularity, this is actually what the singularity is the combining of unintelligent artificial intelligence with human biology. That's what the singularity is all about, right?
Yeah, because they're trying to merge the AI with the human consciousness, correct?
Right, but not with the human consciousness, with a form, a version of the human body.
Go ahead.
Not in its original state, though, man, right? Because they're genetically modifying us on all levels.
Mm-hmm. See, right. I look at it like this, right? A machine, you got to replace it and rebuild it. But the human autonomy is so unique and wonderful that we reproduce ourselves. Artificial intelligence, they can't do that, but they smart enough to realize that. And that's probably who actually came up with the idea to merge both together. And if you look at the Matrix, the people hook right up into the machines like batteries. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we like I tell you, look, Stacks is in the car driving, right? So if Stacks never got in that car to drive, the car will sit there and rust out, just like this body. This body will mold out if no energy comes in and make it move. There's seven gears in a car. You have 7 major chakras in your body. You have to learn how these motherfuckers function. So if you don't come in this body and try to learn the gears and learn how it works, it's going to rot out and rust out. So that's why I say we are the energy, we are the power. But a lot of people think that we got to go believe in something. When you go into believe in something, you put in the power and your power into that, because that's what makes it real, by you believing in it. It's your real power behind that shit. But speaking on the cell phone, when you said the cell phone thing, I was already that was a part of my life. Like, This right here is an article from back in like 1956 or some shit. And the dude was talking about the cell phones, how there will be no escape in the future from telephones. The telephone of the future, Mark R. Sullivan, San Francisco president and director of the Pacific Telephone and Telegraph Company, said in an address Thursday night, just what form of the future telephone will take is of course pure speculation. Here is my prophecy. In its final development, the telephone will be carried about by the individual, perhaps as we carry a watch today. It probably will require no dial or equivalent, and I think the users will be able to see each other if they want as they talk. Who knows what it may actually translate from one language to another. So that they got we got the translate app on here, so I could talk to a motherfucker that's in Spanish, Japanese, Arabic, whatever. I could translate the shit. You know what I'm saying? We could speak over the phone with face fucking time.
Hey, what's the date for that clip right there? Because that's shocking right there. Like, when did that article come out?
They said it was like 1956 or some shit.
1956? God dang. Right around Roswell, right around the Roswell
times. The tech we're using is old, y'all. The tech that they showing us is old. Y'all know smartphone technology been around, man?
Yeah.
Since at least the 80s. At least the 80s.
Way before the 80s.
Way before 30, that, bro. They got rockets and shit. They got to have this technology.
Yeah, how was they speaking to the rockets at the moon if they didn't have that?
They sending rockets and shit to the moon in the 70s and shit, bro. You know they got some fucking little bitty ass cell phone. They just have to introduce it to us. They have to. But they do it in a form to where it can be manipulated, where our phones or certain type of computers can catch viruses. You see what I'm saying? They want to always keep you down because that's the energy that they feed off of. If all of us was vibrating high and everybody was 85% of the world was talking like how we talking, them niggas will die because the vibration level of the energy is not reaching them. They cannot feed off of it. They will start to fear us.
You know, you see what he said? The jail cell phone is an extension of our brain, right? And if you notice, people say, Dad, you got this technology and stuff, and then they say you got to jailbreak it and make it do its core functions. You see why people say stuff like that? They letting you know. They letting you know that the technology used is inferior. Not only is it inferior, but the better stuff in it is actually hidden from you and blocked from you. You had to actually jailbreak your own device that you paid for. That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay, so you touched on something earlier, and I don't think you even realized that you touched on it, man. You know?
What was that? Me or knowledge? Oh, he about to break something down. They don't cut him.
I don't even realize what you said. Have you ever heard of the Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate?
Yeah.
Is that like the Intergalactic Federation?
The ICC?
Yeah.
Sanctioned by the U.S. Congress and everything. The Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate is a think tank organization, if you would, of the top 100 Fortune 100 companies, right, that have come together and have been allegedly doing business with these interdimensional and goddamn galactic entities. You ever heard of that?
And I like the way he worded. He write intergalactic and interdimensional, meaning like some stuff is like from far away from here, and some stuff is just from another existence that ain't even here.
Listen, man. See that shit right there. That's the type of shit that be getting me like going because all this intergalactical shit. I understand that, and that's where I feel they be fucking with us because all these different beings and we went here's and we went there's. Like I don't think we the Anunnakis. I don't think we none of that shit because. Why would you leave your planet to come here to mine gold? Like I just don't get that. Like
they said
hold on. And if you had to deal with the gold, that means you had to deal with the Africans or the Egyptians. We're not them, G. If you saw somebody with wings or bird wings or anything pop out their back, you're gonna take off running. You're going to take off running. It's not natural. That's why they're trying to be humanoids, or they're trying to walk like men or sentients and shit like that, because they want to be like humans. Now, this is the Anunnaki shit that I found in the book. It's called the Melanite.
I gotta take care of something real quick. I'm gonna step down from off the panel, but I'm still gonna be tapping in.
All right, bet. It's called the Melanite Children by Malachi York, right? So I'm reading this shit, and I'm just like, and I came across this passage, and then I went and got the book. So it tells you that those who Anu sent from heaven to earth, right? They are called Neteru, meaning guardians by the Egyptians. Guardians by the Egyptians. The Anunnaki Elohim are the mighty ones. Referred to in Arabic, they're referred to as the Jabarins, the mighty ones. Or the very elite among the Anunnaki are called the Denir or the Dingir, meaning the righteous or divine ones of the rocket ship.
That word sound like the jinn.
You sound like what?
The jinn. You said engineer?
The Dingir.
Dingir. It kind of sounds
Come
like
on,
the
bro.
jinn.
That's what I'm saying. You already know where I'm taking this. You see what I'm saying? You know where I'm taking this.
I ain't know you was taking it that way. Honestly, I didn't.
I'm talking about on the spiritual level. So
okay.
Or their name, or Elu, the lofty ones. Like what? Like the lofty ones. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the Anunnaki Elohim were acting as intermediaries between Earth and Nibiru. They came to the planet in order to find gold and other resources to take back to their planet, which is the 8th planet Risk of the 19th galaxy, called Eluim, which sounds like Elohim, meaning on high, which was on its way to destruction due to constant rays of the 3 suns, Utu, Apsu, and Shamash. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but my point is I find other stuff. I find other stuff, man, and I be trying to tell people, bro, we not the Anunnaki, bro. That shit is not us. I'm finna show you some pictures of these people. These are like what's old buddy name? What's dude name that be doing the thing? What's dude name, bro? Billy Carson.
Yeah.
Old Billy Carson ass shit. Like, this shit ain't, we not them people, bro. We don't look like this. And my thing is this: if we were these Anunnaki, why the fuck are they waiting so long to come help us? If they on spaceships like he so-called say, then what the fuck is taking so long? Why would they keep flying past watching niggas get killed every day? That don't make sense.
It might be some type of order. And when I was looking at that word Digeneer, it kind of sounds like engineer, right? Now, if you remember that movie Prometheus, that thing was called an engineer. You know what I'm saying?
So look, in this book called The Voyagers, right, by this lady named Anna Hayes, who wrote the book Voyagers. The sleeping abductees, there are these intruders, and below you have guardians. What she called Dracos or Dracon are possibly what some refer to as the lizard people, reptoids, reptilians, but clearly there are different types, right? Then she said there are also many different types of gray aliens. You know them, the little gray ones with the big black eyes. And she said, and then there are the human looking Anunnaki. like, bro, like it's other books out there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to read this shit, bro. So it's like, then she say, where is it at right here? Anna Hayes also states that Bigfoot is actually a guardian race called the Quinventilier, or whatever you say that. There are also Zionites, which supposedly come from the future.
Mm.
Ethian, which are praying mantis-like beings. You know those beings that be looking like praying mantis, and they got them big ass, like right here. This shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Where's people getting these ideas from, bro? You're not just waking up drawing these creatures, bro.
So now check this out, right? And I forget to pull this one up. It's a guy named Phil Schneider, and he talks about working in the DUMB, a deep underground military base, where he encountered, he encountered one of those insectoid things, and it basically burnt a part of his hand off. Did you see that one? Did you see that clip?
I seen the one where he said he went down there, he killed 2 gray aliens.
Yeah, that one. So basically, that goes into the realm of that right there. And people been saying the reason why they've been hearing strange sounds in the sky is because it's not coming from the sky. It's actually coming from underground where they exploding and making a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you remember we had that earthquake on the East Coast that went all the way up and down the East Coast, and we like never had an earthquake before.
Yeah, that was from that shit then.
Yep, and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like when you building a tunnel and a long ass tunnel, if that shit collapse, it's gonna make an earthquake. It's, you know what I'm saying? The earth going.
These your so-called Anunnaki people, bro.
Yep, people don't want to believe the angels or Anunnaki or black people.
Look at these people, bro. Come on, bro. This look like Billy Carson. Look, Ptah. Ain't Ptah in the Egyptian thing? You see what I'm saying?
He got that facial. The dude on the right had that facial expression like I be.
I think this a female. This a female.
Is it? Oh yeah, so. It might be. Yeah. It probably is.
Yeah. This is exactly how Billy Carson them look. Look at how she looked. That kind of looked like damn, what's them little things off the blue motherfuckers?
Oh, Avatar.
Avatar, yeah, I couldn't even get it up. Yeah, Avatar. So that's what I'm saying, bro. This stuff is, look at this. Atum, Lilith. Come on, bro. We know the stories of Lilith, bro. Come on, bro. This is what I'm talking about, G. Like
Atum, and that's where we probably get the word autumn from, right?
Come on, bro. Where you get all of this beginner shit from. You get all of this stuff from the Egyptian shit, bro. That's why I was telling people, like, bro, I don't think we Egyptian. If you really start doing the science on this stuff, we not these people, gang. We just not them, bro. These motherfuckers is the ones who went against what we believed in or whatever. Zakar, this is Adam. Like, come on, bro.
You know, Moses took his people out of Egypt. Egypt was like America. It had a lot of different people in there, even on the hieroglyphs. So when people say they're the Egyptians is just like Americans. There is no true Egyptians Americans, but there were different races of people that were there in Egypt, and Moses had to take his people out of it.
Her name, Mommy.
Then, and you get in the ancient Benin inside the Voodoo, where you got something called Mommy Water.
Yeah, I heard of Mommy Water.
See, and then what was her name? Mommy. And see, all this stuff comes from the Komodo dragon. Now, why are they throwing the dragon in there for?
That's what bro. That's why I be trying to tell people, bro. This shit is evil, bro. And they use, because we don't listen, bro. When you don't know who you are, and you see a collective of people that may be on a level to where they know some shit that you never heard of, but it sounds presentable and enlightening, you're gonna think that that's you because the skin tone and all this other shit. Man, we not these people, G. Why would you come? Where is the 8th galaxy? Where is this shit? So that's what I be saying. Why would you put a Komodo dragon in here? We ain't even read shit. And we just looking at pictures. Why would you put a dragon? What human being is going to be kicking it with a dragon, gang? I don't get it.
When they talk about Egypt, they say there was a ancient civilization before the flood. There was the ones that actually built all that stuff, and then there was a groups of people that re-inhabited that land after the flood. That's not the people who actually made it, but they only remodel on top of the civilization that was there.
Listen, did you see this Komodo dragon?
Yeah.
Remember in Egyptian, what do they have when what was the what was the animal name if your heart doesn't weigh light as a feather? And
Oh,
he had the dragon head or the lion body or the lion head, the dragon body, and
the
the alligator
crocodile
tail.
looking, yeah, the little
But
alligator
listen,
looking head one. Yep.
let me tell you, listen, this is why in history you need to go backwards. Look at this shit right here.
Mhm.
It is the Komodo dragon is not extinct. It is what the Tanian creature is compared to today. Halil's, which is Samuel, son of Shakar, and Melita, utilized this creature to convince Nikabal or Nikabal to partake of the forbidden fruits that the Elohim told her not to eat. We are not giving you spookism, just the facts. That's what right knowledge is about. This is also the symbol of the serpent in the garden, and it still exists, and it is not mythology. Even with all the evil and wicked ways, you will not be able to indoctrinate us with lies anymore, not even with the cunningness you used in the garden. You see what
You
I'm
know,
saying? This
and
story,
even in
that's what I'm saying.
states,
Hold on. This is what I'm saying. These stories, like the Jesus story and all that stuff, this stuff ain't nothing but stories from centuries ago, and they just put it in there and changed the name according to our time because they cannot die. They cannot go to another dimension. This is what they run in the 3D and the 4D. They cannot go no higher than that. That's why they put a dome over this bitch to entrap souls and put a moon up there to trap the soul. So when you die, they will use your Nana, which is the moon's name, and they tell you in your religion you are born into sin. That's why they are running this shit, because they made your belief, they made what really happens to you to a belief system. So when you die, you will be thinking it's something different. No, you're tricked and your ass coming right back here. It's all trickery. That's why I've been telling people the reason I got into this shit, because I'm like, bro, it ain't this simple. I'm like, if they controlling this shit, this physical reality, they got to be controlling a part of the spiritual as well. Because why ain't nobody doing shit? Why black people still struggling? Why all this murder and killing going on? Why niggas would literally get up, get their gun out, and go kill somebody for no reason? Why is that? Because we are vibrating too low. And
yep.
once we keep vibrating low like this and live in fear, when you live in fear, that's why that God tell you, fear me, fear thee, or else. Like, damn, nigga, I ain't even know you existed until motherfucker read a book. Now
I
you want me
mean,
to fear you?
it's the same
Right.
thing about the fear of your mother and your father.
Oh,
They
Jedediah back here.
instill.
I didn't even know that. Peace, brother.
Hey, look, hey, salute, brother Jedediah. So look at it like this, right? When you obey the commandments of your father and your mother, right? You actually you do that, and you have a fear in a good way, because you respect the laws and commandments they gave to you. Same as if a child who's been raised right go out here and fuck up. Had the best parents told him everything to do right, but that child goes up and fuck up. People don't say, why didn't the parents step in? The parents told the child the right thing to do, but because that child got free will, they went out there and did the wrong thing. See, this applies to us as humans also, because if they intervene, then that would mean that can prove that we do not have free will, and then we are ultimately our slaves or servants automatically. But when we have the choice to fuck up, that proves that we are free, which is an oxymoron in why I allow dumb shit to happen. Well, we the ones doing the dumb shit. We got to blame us. You see what I'm
Look,
saying?
facts. And look, that's what I'm saying, bro. We just skimming through. We ain't even
Yeah,
read
yeah,
nothing. We ain't
yeah.
even really broke nothing down. And we just breaking shit down off the basic knowledge that we've been studied years ago. Now, here it is, this shit. The next figure is figure 17, dragon on the what? On the gate of Ishtar. Do you know who Ishtar is? That's the fucking Easter goddess, bruh. She got fucking feet like an owl. Like, or like she got birded wink. Like I'll pull a picture up, bro.
The goddess of fertility.
Yeah, the goddess of first. I couldn't even get it out. Thank you.
It's all good. I'm with you. That shit hard.
Because bro, when you see this shit, you be like, what? So the reason I'm saying this shit is because, bro, I follow that nigga B-Dale that be talking all that, shit. And he made a post today on Instagram and was saying like we the Anunnaki, bro. Like, I just don't get how you this smart, bro, and you don't know. You don't know that we not.
You know what? I can say it like this: we are, or we not. Like how we American, but we not Americans. We are Americans, but we not Americans, right?
Hold on, I'm looking for this post.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. Because I ain't got
Here
the
it is, bro.
context.
I got it right here.
Yeah, pull that up.
Cause this what I be trying to tell people, like motherfuckers be smart as hell, bro, but people be too, cause they feel like they smart. They just gotta believe still in something. It's still that Christian. I can't. I just.
It's
So
the
look,
dog.
he said, so look, he be breaking shit down, but he fucks me up. So I'm gonna just read it real quick.
Yeah, let's go through
There's
it.
an extra strep. He used a lot of big ass words, so I might fumble over some shit because he just be using big words for no reason. There's an extrapolation. I can't even get the damn shit started off, and he already had said a big word. There's an extrapolation of events that must take place in between 2023 and 2029, which leads to abomination of desolation as humanity segues into the year 2030. This is primarily about the depletion of the old systems that was facilitated by the defunct de facto corporation under the age of Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune, aka the Great Deceiver, with a lunar energy. That deception was created. I'm gonna talk about Neptune in a minute. That deception was created by demonstrative government ruled by demonic rulership through the fallacies of the democratic order shadow government. That system was controlled by the City of London Corporation, financial power, District of Columbia, military power, and Vatican City, religious power. Now that system is transmuting to infrastructure of FEMA, BRICS, and the United Nations. This essentially means that calamity must ensue in order for this new system to be implemented by the Huar of Babylon and all this other shit, right? So he was basically breaking that down. So the comment was right here, right? And I liked it so I can make sure I come back to it. So he was saying no need for the illogical rebuttals and emotional opinions. You can't have a great reset without calamity, meaning that the system has to be destroyed in order for a new system to be implemented for 1,000-year period, which equates to one day according to El's Holy Injil. We'll talk about that too. A transliteration of revelations in ancient Semitic texts and ancient tablets. Desolation has happened to psychologically. I mean, it has happened too, but has to happen. But psychologically, y'all are scared because your emotions has a stronghold on this material world. Scared to lose your homes, money, cars, jobs, businesses, etc. And in the reset, all of it has to go because it's part of the evolution of the planet. It's like y'all are in love with the ideology of the Great Reset and the pole shift, but get scared and discouraged when truth speakers talk about the dark aspects of it. Can't get to the hereafter until you get through the chaos. It's part of the prophetic divinations of the Elohim Anunnaki. It's part of the prophetic divinations of the Elohim Anunnaki. If you are not wicked, you don't have nothing to worry about. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. My thing is this. Why are you keep saying we are the Elohim? You can't be this smart, bro. And not big ass Ishtar in that book and then still think we the Anunnaki, bro. I don't get it.
So knowledge in the Bible or religious books, when it refers to Elohim, it says, let us make man in our image, right? And it's supposed to be God. But God before then was known as Elohim. So if you consider yourself a God or consider me a God, the word before God was Elohim. So when that man said that we are Elohim, he's right in that aspect. But I get what you're saying. That isn't the original word we was called, but that is the word before God or gods was Elohim, or the Elo that you hear. This is why we greet each other with hello, because we said Yeah, it's a little. Nah, go ahead.
That's in see. That's what you gotta understand,
It's
bro.
something different than what I'm saying, right?
Listen, these be no, you're on the right. You're not
Okay.
saying anything wrong. What I'm
Okay.
saying is you got to realize and keep in mind that those beings reincarnate in each cycle. So when there's a new God or a new whatever, that's that being. It is not nobody different. The Elohim made mankind. If they said, listen, they said, let's make man in our image. Nigga, that means man was already made. Them motherfuckers is evil. Niggas don't read. You got to pay attention to what these people, they are very slick talking ass people, G.
Hold on.
And
Can you, I ain't catch that one.
you just said, we the Elohim, they said, let's make man in our image. How you
Yeah.
gonna make something created from the beginning if it's already made? It don't make sense. Them niggas
Okay.
that's why I said we not the Elohim, we not none of that shit. Because they, bro, if we're on this planet, how we from another planet? Like
We
just
we in two different planes of existence. Even in now today's time, it seems like two different timelines or two different dimensions or multiple dimensions of something are overlapping. Because a lot of this stuff happening nowadays, it just don't make no fucking sense. And the only sense I can make of is like somehow, like you know how in the movie the bad guy be like, yeah, I'm gonna take this world and merge it with this one and destroy shit. And they keep telling you that shit. That's what the evil guy want to do. Possibly that's what's going on. And then this is why you keep seeing those meteorites or the burnt fallen ones because they not supposed to interact with this shit. And when they get to this realm, they get burnt out.
So that's what I'm saying. You supposed to study so you can navigate your way through this matrix. If you're not studying the right shit, you're gonna be susceptible to anything that somebody say to you. You just gonna believe it. Oh, that sounds crazy. Bro, if you read the Bible, if they say let's make man in our image, that means man was already made. We are the perfect creation. That's why they hate us. We raw as hell. Hold on, we raw as hell. I could get on here right now and change the whole tempo of the whole live. I could turn on some Memphis Juke and show motherfuckers, black people doing crazy shit, backflips and shit like that. Man, we raw as hell. We can excite ourselves when you see a whole bunch of people cheering on one person, like chill go down your spine. Like I was a rapper before and I didn't sold out 400-500 people in the crowd before. Like that shit weird as hell when like everybody screaming at you and pulling on your shirt and you walking through, you got a security guy. Like it feel like you being worshipped. Like
you a god. You are a star. You a star.
So the thing of that, what I'm trying to say is that we can't get caught up in these concepts. The God of that Bible is the God that's ruling this destructive shit. Why would the God tell you in the Bible? Why would he tell you thine is a jealous God?
So there's different gods in the Bible.
We fuck all that. We'll get to that. But what I'm saying is the direct scripture. Why would they say for thine is a jealous God? Don't put no God before me. Wait, listen. Don't put no God before me. You giving us direct orders, but you gave us free will. Make it make sense, gang.
Hey, most people think I'm lying about this, or it's a Mandela effect. It says it's a jealous God, and his name is jealous. It literally says, and his name is jealous. I can't make that up. People be looking like that's not in the damn Bible and go right to a King James version. It says not only is it a jealous God, but his name is jealous. And that could be one of the different gods or the Elohim that they are speaking about. Yeah.
Peace. Matter of fact, peace to the gods, man. Peace to 13 knowledge God. Peace to my brother, King Genocide. Peace to y'all, man.
Thank you for being here.
Hey man, I'm happy to be here. You know, I'll be 32 tomorrow. You know,
oh, that's what's up, bro.
Happy born day. Happy born day.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, from everything I'm hearing from y'all on point. Like y'all telling me some stuff that I had to run back and research on, reverb on some stuff from what y'all coming up with tonight. Another thing is when you just said every time they say he must, she must, thou must, it was us giving out orders to them. The Ten Commandments they must follow. The Gentile or the unlearned one, which they said back in history, we learned some. We learned some of them. We didn't learn all of them because some was left behind. So you remember the law that President Bush put out and said no child left behind. It was a mockery of us because that's why they despise us and hate us, because we left some behind, because we looked at some unteachable, unlearnable, like everything that you must imagine in your head, like the undesirable. They was the undesirables. And that's one of the mistakes we made because we didn't reveal ourselves as the true and living beings
I think I
and
just
peaceful beings on earth, and being the God, or Goma Oz Duba, knowledge, strength, and beauty. We didn't reveal ourselves as that. We revealed ourselves as monsters, as devils. So they reflected on what we showed them when they just needed a little bit of light on the situation and guidance.
wait, you talking
So
about
that's why we are hated like that. That's why we must be gentle and be humble and turn. They say turn the other cheek, but nah, we don't turn the other cheek though. You gotta have sense too. You gotta be wise also,
why would
because
you
it's some that will never change. You got some of your own side, your own color, that'll kill you in an instance because of Judas's. Like you got Judas's. It's Judas on both sides.
so I'm saying, look, like this is what I think. Not to take away what you said, but I personally think that it was a Judas. Like somebody went behind the back, made a sidebar deal, and it fucked everything up. And we lost power.
You have a point on that, but at the same time, we fucked ourselves up, bro, because we already knew the law of the land. We went against what we were taught by our own father, our own gods, our own, if you would call Elohim, which was our mother and father. Once you form them two together and then you create you are the God that was sent.
We
It
got
was a
the
fusion.
Elohim, though. See, listen, the
No,
Elohim.
listen to what I'm saying. The Elohim are the ancestors. They're the angels. See, we keep being put off of what really is what really it is what it is really scientifically. You can go into Scientology with this. The Elohim is the ancestors, our past beings, our aunts, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers. They was vessels that we once was in.
Because we were
We
always
once
a
were in
part of
that.
who we like okay, we came from our father and mother, it came from their father and mother, they came back all the way through the creation. So not even in a technical sense, literally we are a piece and a part of them. That's why we consider ourselves guys.
Why? Thank
But
you. And why you think we have dreams? To have dreams is to stay connected with them. That's why dreams exist.
Now I
That's why
understand where knowledge
astral
coming
planning
from.
exists.
We are different because we inhabit this realm and we eat, sleep, and breathe and get light through this realm. So that makes us a different being in itself, although we come from the source too. It's hard to explain that stuff, but
If I just sit here, I literally just showed y'all 3 different articles, books, and authors on. We even just went in the Bible, and I even just said, if they said, "Let's make man in our image," that means they back and forth, coming in this bitch, observing us.
So listen to what you just said. Let's
Hold on.
make man.
hold on, let him finish. Let him finish his bill. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, Jedediah. He let you get it in.
This if we
My
just
bad.
if we just stated that the Elohim said, "Let's make man in our image," that means man was already made. There's a man and a mankind. That's why when they so-called jumped on the moon, what did they say? One step for man and another step for mankind, a kind of a man. They do
Hey,
not have all the, hold on. They do not have all of the DNA and all of the shit that we have. They are for, that's why they are jealous. They don't, that's why I keep telling y'all, we are the perfect creation. Stop saying that or attaching ourselves to Elohim and we don't even understand that shit.
can I get a better understanding? So when you said let us make man in our image, when they said man already existed. Now let's take some man. No, I didn't understand that. Now let's peep what I'm saying. That's why I didn't understand it. When I hear let's make man in our image, I'm
Hold on,
listening
bro. I
to
could
it.
do you one better. I could do you
Hold
one better.
on. Let me say this. Let me say this right quick. Hold on. Jedediah, let me clarify this right quick.
One time,
It's
I'll
the
be quiet.
Hold on. It's
I'll
the
be
proof.
quiet one time.
Hold on.
But
Let me
this
finish
was like,
this.
this the thing,
Look,
though.
check this
When
out.
you
He's right.
say, when you
say
say,
man,
let's make
they
man.
already existed. And let's make them in
Yeah,
our
no,
image.
listen,
That
no,
makes sense,
it's no,
Knowledge.
it's
I get it.
it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. When you say let's make man in our image, see, they did the literature. They fucked us up with the literature. When they said let's make man, then they said in our, it wasn't in there. They were talking about in our, us, the original ones, image and likeness. They had no choice because they know if they were to be just grafted, they wouldn't even made it to this existence at this point right now as we're speaking. That's all I got to say.
I'm
Look
saying,
it, like, think about that.
Yeah, and look, it's kind of funny, and I hate to it was your turn next, and I apologize for that, but I didn't understand what Knowledge was saying when he said that, but he was like, okay, we was already a being, and it's funny. It didn't say, hey, let's create a being and let's make it in our image and call it man. It said, let us take man and make him in our image. And that makes sense.
Thank
So
you.
now I
Thank you.
understand what Knowledge is trying to break down, even though it sounds like I said the same thing as him, and I get it, but that's
That's
my
what he was trying
I
to break
didn't
down.
I didn't
Exactly.
I didn't understand
Yep.
what
That's
he
what he was
meant
trying to
when he
break down the
said
whole
that.
time. Yep.
so my
Go
point to
ahead.
that, what I'm saying is that how can y'all not see that these are the fallen entities? They down here
Thank you.
constructing. So if they're the fallen entities, then we are not the Elohim, and that is not our ancestors.
So look, so who are telling you my God is a jealous God? It's not us, it's not our side, it's them coming to us, telling us, warning us before they do their massive takeover because we supposed to been so nice and so this and so that. Now we're blindsided because you have another structure working with you, which is artificial intelligence, robots.
This is
So no,
already
listen, let me go further. If you look at the United States and you look at the Grand Canyon, that's the original Egypt. If you look at our construct, that's the original, that's where everything took place. But then you go over here and you say, oh no, this is the motherland, it's Africa. This is where everything took place. This is the original, this is the epicenter. This is where the original Egypt was. This is where everything, no, everything is replicas over there. So they took those people, the replicas, to disguise themselves as us. So we would abide into their system and their way of thinking because, oh, they look like us. Oh, they our brother. Oh, hey, brother, how you doing? Da-da-da-da-da. And then we get took. We get shamooed.
exactly.
And then they created the Talmud and said, oh, thou shalt rest in shit. Thou shalt rest in excrement. That's what it was.
I mean, yeah, but see see what I'm saying about the whole Elohim. Elohim is plural. So El is single, Elohim is plural. So if you have these so-called
Ile.
it don't I don't give a fuck if it's Ele, El Hey, whatever hey. We talking about we know what
Ile.
we talking about the
But we're
Elohim.
talking about But we're
And
talking about our ancestors, bro.
bro, I'm not.
Like,
Bro,
why are we
listen,
stuck on the ancestors instead of being
bro,
going
I'm not.
forward and talking about
I'm not
what we can
saying
do
so.
because we already
You
ancestors. Look, you
can't break
already
my
my
break.
ancestor
You
already.
can't
You already
breaking.
look, but you already my ancestor. And look, and King Gino is my ancestor, bro.
What are you
Hold
talking
on.
about?
It's two different points. Hold up. We gotta give it one at a
I
time.
can't
Hold on.
even say a point. I
I
can't
get
say
it. I
it.
get it. Hold on. Now, hey,
Bro,
Jedediah,
you hold up. This my shit. You hold up. Let
I'm
me
just
finish
trying to
saying
get
what
some
I'm
order. That's
saying.
all, bro.
Let me
Man, we
finish
know
saying
this your stuff, bro. My bad, bro. I'm just stating a point. We know this your platform.
I'm
We have
stating a point.
respect for you, bro. You don't have to say that, bro.
Let him finish.
You
Let
don't
him
have to
finish
say
his
that,
bill.
bro.
Stating a point. That's why it's starting to be a bunch of calamity, bro. Because you can't state a point if I'm talking. If I'm talking,
That's
to
not
you
calamity at all. That is not calamity at all. What is calamity really?
With drama,
What is calamity really?
we can start the drama then. I used the wrong word. We could start the drama then. That's what's bringing the drama, bro. Because if I'm trying to break down
Okay,
a point,
okay.
you over talking me, how am I gonna get to where I'm getting?
My bad, bro. My bad. Peace. My bad. Peace.
Yeah. Let's get it back in. Go ahead, Knowledge. And I ain't telling you to hold up in that, but nah, you were building
We
and
just
breaking it down. So let's
breaking
build and break
down
this
the
down.
jealous God. That's why I'm not moving to another point because we're right here on this point. It's early in the show. We just talking about the jealous God and why the Elohim and how we connect those to the Anunnaki.
If I offended, I would never come back. If I offended, my bad. I'd never come back
Nah.
here.
Look,
My
that
bad. I
happens,
ain't mean to
but we
offend like that.
Now check this out,
We
Jedediah.
good,
Shit like
bro.
that happens, but let's make sure we
We
don't
good.
let that happen. Let's do our best to make sure that we not cutting each other off and we letting each other
Okay. My bad.
properly
My
build.
bad. My
Like
bad.
I
My
gotta
bad.
build,
My
on this,
bad.
but I'm gonna wait.
Good,
I'm
My
gonna
bro.
wait
bad.
for y'all to get it. Yeah, you good,
We
bro.
men, bro. Listen, we men. So when we making points, things gonna get.
Yeah.
But we understand that we're men to the point that we not gonna be pussy ass, bitch ass. It ain't no point. It's not that.
We ain't doing all that
It's
shit.
not that
Nah.
deep. Yeah. So that's all. We just breaking
Oh
down
no,
the
never
jealous.
that, brother. Never that, brother. My bad, brother. I apologize. Never that.
But hey, after knowledge, hey, after you finish building, I want to go ahead and give my little short build about this verse that how you bring up. But go ahead and finish building because we got different perspectives on the same thing. It's gonna get a little tense and shit like that. That's a good thing. That means we not just agreeing with each other and shit. So that's how we're gonna get to the higher shit. But keep
Yeah.
going, brother.
My bad. My
So
bad, bro. I ain't mean it. Now I mean, go ahead, bro. My bad.
yeah. So the aspects of the jealous God. If they just told us in Proverbs that uh what is it jealous, all the seven deadly sins, right? What if those seven deadly sins are seven beings, seven deadly beings like hate, jealousy, like for thine is the jealous God, don't worship no else. Now you get jealous, he's mad because you looking this way. And like how is that even a thing? How can we even read this and still continue to say that you believe in it?
All right, so let me break it down
Yeah.
for you. And this goes, and I appreciate you asking that knowledge. So when you reread it, for thou should worship no other God. So when it says worship no other God, that's telling there's other gods. God means Elohim, means plural for gods. For the Lord, whose name is jealous. So there's more than one Lord, and this particular Lord name is jealous and is a jealous God. And these are probably the gods under those seven sins that you just talked about. See, everything get lumped into one as a childlike mind when we go to certain things in scriptures, but they particularly telling you that they're different. This is specifically pointing to a different one. So this ain't the divine creator. This is the Lord whose name is jealous, not the Lord, the only Lord, but the Lord whose name is jealous. It doesn't say the only Lord, the one and only Lord. It says the Lord whose name is jealous is a
Right.
jealous God.
So that goes back to my
Thank you.
point about the seven deadly sins are the seven deadly so-called beings or gods that even though it's hate, jealousy, envy, all of that stuff, it still correlates on the same energy line. So that's why even though they're different, but they're still the same. You see what I'm saying? Because they all share that vibration of hate. Envy. To be jealous of someone has to spew from some type of hatred, some type of envy. You see what I'm saying?
It
So
has a source. It has the source.
they're all on the same negative wave, but they're different, but they're still on the same negative wave, which will make them one, it will make them one, you know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, like they still separate entities.
Yeah,
I
it's separate entities, and then
yeah,
you got that, and then you got the seven virtues, or then the seven chakras, right? Because it says the devil took a third of the stars. So let's say 777 instead of the 666. He took a third of them, but then there's the third. It's the intermediaries between us and the heavenly abode. Then you got the seven, which would be like honor, faith, or the good ones. Like let's name seven of the good ones. This opposite than jealous and vanity and greed. There's obviously seven of, but what's so funny, we so focused on the lower level seven that we can't even name. Let's try to name the seven higher level guys. Like you got something like honor, right? Respect, like love. Like, can we even name seven of them? But that's some real shit because it's got to be seven of them, and it's telling us this, but we don't respect their names. We respect. What was that one? The jealousy. Our people do that all the time, shining on people, making people jealous. Jealousy, greed, lust, envy, wrath, lust. Hold up, I might have said two of them at the same time.
those are the same. That's what I'm saying. So when you open that Bible, this is what I be trying to tell people.
See, Sunkist said it too.
Perfect example right here. Sunday, we at work Sunday, right? Old dude come back, he got the music, he taking over the radio, he got the we in the back. I'm gonna have to help out. I work in the warehouse, but sometimes the cooks be needing help. I go over there and I'll be learning shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever, right? So he then took the other cook and took over the radio, and he playing all this church music, right? But he got a fucking attitude. He walking around that bitch mad. They ain't cut this up. They mad at this. So I'm just sitting there looking like it's just
that spirit of church.
Hold on. Damn, hold on.
My bad.
So the nigga said something to me, like he said something to me, and I was just like, bro, you walk around this motherfucker angry as hell, but you got all this church music on. I'm like, what is it doing for you? I'm like, I don't even want to hear this shit. It's really pissing me off because you acting like you this holier than thou person, but you walking around this motherfucker with an attitude. This is reality. Like he tried to like break some shit down. I was like, bro, none of that shit mean nothing to me. None of what you believe in, none of that shit means absolutely nothing to me, because you showing me in real life that this shit ain't doing nothing. It's all an act.
Hey, knowledge.
If you listening to a certain music, it's supposed to put you in a certain vibration. It's supposed to make you feel especially the type of music you listening to, especially if it's praise and worship. Why are you angry during praise and worship music? You see what I'm saying? Music supposed to set the tone. So what is it doing for you? Like the nigga couldn't even talk, like he was silent, like turn that shit off. Right, turn that shit off.
Because it's a lot of deception in the Christianity and the religions. But what I would like for you to do, even though you were very right on that, I would have took him at face value and took him seriously on the stuff he was saying and just simply broke it down without saying nothing about, hey, you went to religion, this, that, third. I would just go after what he's saying and just show how it's bullshit. I mean, that's how I take it. And then that way a person can't say, oh, you're not into religion, or you're not into spirituality. Nah, I'm just taking what you're saying and actually breaking it down. And then that way a person...
That's your angle, but that shit, it definitely
and I won't there either. I probably would have shut it down 10 times faster.
I pulled this up. This up because you had said the
yes, the third of the angels.
The third of the angels and all this other stuff, right? So right here it say there's recorded knowledge of the third of the angels and the spear of Saturn rebelling. Those fallen ones came to earth and intermingled with woman, thus creating the term mankind, meaning kind of like man, but not entirely.
Can I say so?
No matter how fictitious,
let him finish right quick. Let him finish right quick.
No matter how fictitious this may seem, it is in fact true. These beings go under the names of Raphaim, Nephilim, Anunnaki, Titans, Giants, and Danites. Along with their offspring, they make up the legends of various mythological creatures of various titles.
And there you have it. You just prove a point that I've been trying to prove from a long time ago. That's what a separation leads to, and that's how we separate each other. and keep coming into these racial wars and these unpronounced or unnecessary wars that we go through because we want to separate one another and we want to alienate one another and not just coming together understanding where another person coming from and not learning and not being eternal or infinite. Once you come together and connect with everyone else, you become infinite because you learn from their culture, they learn from your culture,
Yes,
and it subsides.
And see
At the
this.
same time,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's like, damn, like we learning from this, that, and the fourth. We're being programmed. It's a program,
Yep. And
not a
see why
hologram.
why do we say this, that, and the third, or this, that, and the fourth? Is that something coming from the third or fourth dimension influencing us? And it's
Thank you,
funny.
bro.
And
Thank
it's
you.
funny that
Thank you.
it's funny that Knowledge said he was going to go into Saturn, but I talked about the third of the angels, and it goes right into Saturn, and it speaks about mankind and humans. And somebody in the chat room, like all this knowledge we doing is connecting. All this is connected. I'm sitting here, I'm observing this, and all the stuff we speaking about is together. It just we got to figure out the avenues and the pathways in our vehicles so we can get on the right destination. It's not going to be easy. We're being thrown
They
off
telling us
by
no. They
words.
look.
But
Thank you.
yeah.
Right.
But look,
They telling
Jedediah,
us this.
after you
Look,
do that,
look,
I want him to
look.
go
We
into
don't
that because I'm
listen.
gonna break
Listen.
down something after that. But go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, but look, they telling us that this and that and the fourth. We are the powerful ones. We withstood the test of time. We withstood the space. We withstood the math, astronomy. We withstood all this stuff because it's a story to tell on our skin. We've been put through the fire and refurnished and refined. But then they play with the mind though. They started to play with the mind and try to make you seem like you the master and you this and you that. And you're just a creation. We're just a mere creation trying to figure out what's going on. We could be like, they give you these movies like SpongeBob SquarePants. Remember when they went to the surface of the water and they was on David Hasselhoff's back? They had to get back to home in the water. They thought they was the only ones that existed, but once they left that atmosphere of water, it was other waters they had to deal with, and they was little small mere beings. They had to get on David Hasselhoff's back to get back to where they were going to. Compared to a human being, compared to us, they were nothing. So how you think the ants and stuff feel? Even though the ants are so strong and powerful, the spider is so powerful, so reclusive.
Now check this
the
out, right?
snake.
SpongeBob, he's a square, he's a cube inside of water, a
Thank you.
fishbowl, like the dome.
Thank you.
Listen, like the dome,
Thank
and
you.
he's trapped there,
Thank you.
and he's in a simulation.
Thank you.
And what he represents is to make you lazy and be subservient as a fast food worker. But look, let's go to
Yeah.
Knowledge.
There we go.
Hey,
There we go.
certain shit just don't go past me. But look, Knowledge, go ahead and read off what you was reading, and you was about to ask me something about the 30 of the angels, because we about to hit home on some shit right here, and I don't even know
We about
what
to
I
hit
know.
that. We about to smack it out.
I know
We about
something's
to
coming.
smack it out the
We
park.
got some shit coming. So all right,
Something
so
coming
Knowledge.
now.
So
Hey, look, and I'm
and
about
then
my birthday tomorrow. My birthday tomorrow,
all right.
boy. I'm about to turn 32.
So let me give y'all a couple of key breakdowns. Now, to be able to travel between different dimensions, you remember when the child prodigy was talking to Neo when he was talking to when he was in the room with the Oracle and they had the kids, the prodigies that was doing stuff, and the kid was bending the spoon. Neo asked him about it. This is why I made that one podcast, the one title, Mind Benders. The kid simply explained to him. He said
There
you
you
can't.
go.
He said you can't bend the spoon. It's your mind that you need to be able to bend. So if you can bend your mind, you can actually travel to another dimension. You see what I'm saying? Now,
Thank
it's
you.
funny that he said that he was going to bring up, now let's say he's going to bring up Saturn. Now, Saturn is known as the Lord of the Rings. Saturn is the seventh planet, right? See, look, see, and Saturn has a pole that has like a hexagon or something it's got a something at its jank. But yeah, now Knowledge, you was going somewhere with your information, and about and the angel, yeah, Lucifer, or Satan, which you get Saturn.
The
Saturn
lucid
is Satan.
one. Look, dreaming. Look.
Lucid.
Look. You remember lucid dreams? Lucifer. Lucid
But
dreams.
hold on,
Lucifer. You
let's
have
try to
lucid dreams.
let's
Come
not
on, bro.
hold on before we go too far, because I know knowledge is on the vehicle right now, and it's something he ain't say. I want to hear it because he about to get to a point that both of us about to get even more excited about. But let's let him finish building this one. What about the
All right.
destination?
My bad. My bad.
Go, knowledge, and I hate that. I appreciate it though. Appreciate your patience. But now you was just on. This is recorded knowledge of the third of the angels and the sphere of Saturn rebelling. Those fallen ones came to earth and intermingled with women, thus creating the term mankind, meaning kind of like man, but not entirely. See, this goes into what we was explaining earlier, right? Knowledge, right, Jedediah? And somebody was saying it's a difference between hue, man, meaning
Yep.
color, man or man with color, and mankind. Let us make man in our image, meaning there was already a
Thank you.
man,
And
and they was like, let's make him
ours.
in
Not
our image.
theirs. Ours.
So they took a man and made them.
Ours.
Look, they took a man
Come
and
on
made
now.
them in their image. Listen. There were men and there was man, right? They took a particular man and made them in their image. Damn. Yeah. Let's go. Because it's a lot. It's a lot done.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, Jedediah, I want to be silent. Just be silent, because this
So
nigga
look,
cooking.
so
This
look,
nigga cooking.
so look. What I was saying was, let me get back to this thing. So if we saying that the Rephaim, the Nephilim, the Anunnaki, Titans, Giants, all of them were their offspring, and they make up of the legends of the various mythological creatures and various titles, like the Greeks, Zeus, and all of them, right?
Minotaur, all that shit. Yeah.
This is resulted from the union of angels with not only the woman. See, when you read stuff, sometimes you got to read it twice. It says this resulted from the union of the angels with not only the woman, but also with the animals.
You don't never hear the second part. You'll never hear him saying that second part, though.
So my thing is, when you see all these weird ass creatures and you see all these
The Minotaur,
mermaids,
Sagittarius,
all these weird ass shit. So those things were created by these entities. So when I keep telling people that we're not the Anunnaki, we're not. We're not these beings. They want us to be them. Look, these offspring became known as demigods, meaning half god, half man, or animal. They possess various powers that caused the indigenous tribes of the time to worship the supreme creators, which was far from true.
Now check this out.
Hold on. The head of the fallen angels would place the demigods over the people to rule them in a hierarchy or pyramid structure. They will remain in contact with the demigods from their habitations in various constellations, such as Orion. Ancient Aram indicates that the name of Orion originally being Nephila, meaning Nephilim. These are giants, titans. You see what I'm saying? These things were created by these fallen entities who came here and fucked up and made mankind. Man was already here. That's what I keep telling people. We've been here. We are the true, real living creation, and they hate that shit. And they put a dome and a moon over this bitch. If you go do the research and you go look at the Mesopotamian religion, you will see that there was no fucking moon. It came in existence 1,000 years before the Egyptians' religion came into existence.
Now let me break down some shit. That damn game. I told my boy Jedediah, one of them was named Godric the Grafted. Not only that, those guys, those bosses are demigods, and you got to go way into a fucking castle and fight past so much motherfucking shit, and then after all that bullshit, they finally come out and they the fucking ruler. You don't even realize this the motherfucker that rule over my fucking demigod. They show you that in the fucking game, bro. It's funny. The shit he's reading right here is the shit that's what be happening, and the motherfuckers be having different arms, like, and they be big and they be tall as shit. And
because they came down here, like it says,
and they look old as fuck.
They came down here and made a union with the woman, and not only the women. I mean, with the women, they made it with animals as well. So all these weird ass beings, when you got Baal and and the Baphomet and all these weird ass beings and shit. These things do exist. And that's why I'm telling you, when they put it in mythos and mythology,
Yeah.
they do that so you could be like, oh, that shit ain't real. Where did they come up from, nigga? You ain't never woke up and thought about a nigga with some hands like this and got some shit coming out his arms like some Wolverine or Spider-Man. And these are powers from entities.
I can hear Jedediah want to say something too, right?
They want to live out they want to live out they fantasies through humans.
Live vicariously through us. Now check this out, right? Godric the grafted. That word grafted, I learned that from Jedediah. When he explained it to it goes to the big-headed scientist Yakub, where he actually grafted what you would call lighter complexions out of dark-skinned people. See, after a while of having too many dark-skinned people in the place, albino will come out. That's known in natural selection of history that actually happens. But when you talk about grafted, and then you look at it, let us make man in our image. That means they grafted a man into their image. Damn.
Mhm.
Yo, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I know. See, Jedediah knows more about this grafted thing. So when I said, yo, what they call them, what, the grafted? I said, oh, that's some esoteric shit. So, Jedediah, with your expertise, teach us a little bit about grafted.
So
what you know about-
basically, it's about it's about structure. It's about DNA. It's about the pineal gland in the I ain't gonna even get inverted like that, but it's about, look, you go of what color that you're trying to graft into. So you may have 20 dark-skinned people whose skin complexion or melanin levels are higher, but you got a middle section whose melanin levels are in between.
Mhm,
It's either there or there. And then you got another melanin structure who is Milano. You know what Milano is.
mhm.
You know what Milano is. Or olive complexion.
Oh my God.
So you take the middle complexion, which is lighter than the darker complexion, and you mate with the olive complexion, and they come out lighter and lighter and lighter.
And guess
and
what?
lighter
And that's the
lighter.
secret to the movie. They clone Tyrone. Damn, all this shit connect
you.
knowledge. You remember you just what the girl was breaking it down, right?
Yeah,
The
thank
light
you.
skinned dude with the fro was actually a grafted man, and they changed him from like it's the Watchmen reports. Him and Deborah, they put a series out called Whitewash.
But look,
Whitewash.
you
Yeah, see all this,
you kill the dominant.
I
You
know.
kill the dominant gene. You kill the dominant gene, which is
With
the
the
darker
recessive.
gene. You kill them.
With the
You throw them
recessive
over the
gene.
boat. You toss them over the boat and kill them. And you keep the. Thank you. See,
That's why
See?
we keep going through
That's what they
fake
did.
recessions. And that's why
That's
they
what
trying to
they did.
effeminize. That's why they trying to
That's
effeminate
what they
the man.
did.
Come on now, let's break it down. And all this shit is
That's
real.
what they did.
It's all up in your
Because
fucking
that
face.
man,
It's
that
in your
man
movies.
there.
It's in your
Hey,
games.
look, that man there. That was a man. That was a man upon man. Because the darker that nigga beat his chest, he like, I'm that nigga. I'm the king. I'm this. I'm that. I know who I am. They come from that source. It's already computed in their computer. Their computer
Hey,
is the brain. It's already computed because
so
they don't
knowledge,
come far from the source. We come
knowledge. You
so
remember?
far from the source because of repetition of reinventing or mating. We done made it so much. We've been whores. We travel
They
from this
resourced us.
destination, that destination, that, and we keep mating, and we done stressed it out so much. People done forgot. Our glands have forgotten who we really are because we've been taken away from the source. But the people that are close to the source, they never forget. That's the ones they killed off first.
So we have a
They never gonna
calcified
forget.
pineal gland. The gland, the smaller
Thank
brain
you.
inside our brain
Thank you.
that overthinks and
Thank
outthinks anything we could do
Thank
beyond our subconscious brain, the God level brain that we have, or reptilian brain, or the Horus eye that's inside our brain. Yeah, the eye of Horus is actually the pineal gland. They knew about it back then in Egyptian times, and they actually use it as a way to bend the mind to go to the different realms. Now,
you.
knowledge. Remember that movie? They tried to clone Tyrone, and the black girl was breaking it down. She said they was trying to make them into white people. That's why the white dude had the fro. They showed you the grafting in that. That's what is known as grafting, but you never hear that. The only time I've ever heard it is when I heard it from Jedediah and him explaining it in that damn game. That's some esoteric shit that people do not know about. You on mute, bro. You on mute, bro.
People now don't really. I think now people more so, even though the world kind of fucked up, I feel like people love themselves more than they did back in the day. Like, you know, people would only mess with light skin and light skin this because light skin was the thing. But I think now over time, you know, people learn to embrace who they are, they color. Like, this is who I am. I'm black, I'm dark skinned, whatever. Like, and now it's like, you know, I just think, I don't know, you know, times is different. Shit done changed.
You know why? Because of adaptation, evolution. The revolution is you gotta revolve, you gotta travel around, but you in a square circle though. But you gotta instead of being 120, you gotta go 360. That's why I said no, like these 120 things, and I'm not messing with anyone on the 120 lessons because that's where I come from. I have all the respect for them, the utmost respect. That's peace. That's peace, man. At the same time, it's like you got to stand on more than 120. You got to revolve and then evolve. It's like you going one motion, then another motion. It's two motions at one time. So it's cataclysmic. Once you become cataclysmic and understand that this thing is more than you, or is more than what you thought you knew, or is more than your people, it's everybody. Once you become cataclysmic and then you do that little spin, everything gonna come to you then.
Now
It's
when
gonna be
you
like,
say
damn, I
demigods,
thought this
right?
and I thought that.
We are gods, but we are different, right? So we are different type of demigods. But they don't say that. Like we are like semi
No, it's
gods.
not. No,
Like you got
it's not even. No, it's not.
no. Look,
No, it's not even demigods though. No,
listen.
it's not even
Don't lose what
demigods
I'm
though.
trying to
It's not
explain.
even demi.
Listen. Don't lose what I'm saying. If there's fallen angel creatures that's like deformed and fucked up, who's to say that we aren't the good side? Not the same, not of the same, but like the higher. Like, say you got angels and demons, right? You got demigods and
Okay,
angel
I'm gonna
guys.
break it.
Hold on,
I'm
did you
gonna
catch
say
what
it
I'm
to you.
saying?
I'm gonna say it
And
to you
I'm
like
not
this.
saying it right because
I'm gonna say it to you like this.
listen. If there was, listen, if there was angels and demons, listen, hold on, hold on. Look,
Listen,
let me
bro.
fully explain
Alright.
this so you can understand what I'm saying. If there's angels and demons that fight against each other, right? But if there's demigods, it's evil. What about the angel type guy, the semi guys? You
It's
don't
the
even know your name.
same
You don't even know your
again.
name.
Hold
But you
on.
listen. You a good guy
See, I
like
can't even
person.
see.
But
Look, I can't even
you're
say
not.
it.
Hold on.
I'm
I'm
about
not
to say
finished.
it.
I'm not finished saying what I'm saying.
I'm about to say it though.
Hold on. But do you peep what I'm saying? Do you peep what I'm saying? You can't even imagine
Okay,
because it's
look.
not been
Okay,
said
look.
to you. We are actually
Nah, you right though.
gods, but not just like as the gods that who created us
Nah,
from
it
the
don't work
source.
like that, bro. It
But
don't work
we
like
not
that, man.
demigods,
It
but we
don't.
on the damn. See,
God
nobody wants
damn,
to
bro.
hear the
Like, come
form.
on, man.
I mean, I was explaining it. You went
Go
in.
ahead. Go ahead.
Like I said, we don't know the
Go
word
ahead.
for us, but if there are angels and demons, then if there's lower things than demons called demigods, then there's obviously an equal faction lower than angels, but not bad. And that's probably us. And we don't even have our name. And of course, demigods would make sure they would control people and get you into the soul catcher and not know who you are. Why is the biggest problem is knowing who we are? And then if you try to identify knowing who you are, you think you a god, you big headed. Think about it. It's a problem with that. That's some of the part of deception, not realizing who we actually
Oh,
are.
you so fucking right, bro. Oh
That's
my
all I'm saying.
God.
That's all
Yeah,
I'm
my
saying.
bad. And look, and I'm gonna take this time. Now I'm gonna take the time. I apologize to you and the whole podcast for that.
It's all
Man,
good. It's hard to
Kevin,
explain
man,
some shit.
King Gino is
It's hard to explain some
man,
shit like that. That
King
shit
Gino
foreign
on
for me.
100.
I brought it. I
Like
brought
that's
it down.
crazy. Yup.
I brought it down, bro. Think about it. And what you think
King
about that
Geno,
too?
man,
Like
King Geno
it's
on it, like
that's a thing. That I don't know what the name is. Fuck the name. We just are that. Whatever it is, the good that we came
thank
from
you.
them, the
Thank
good
you.
that we are, it's in us. We got this source in us. We're so fucking creative. We more creative than shit with higher technology and dimensions in us. And they jealous of us. Why? We gotta
Damn.
ask ourselves this fucking
And then
question.
like you said, it's no name. It's like if you put a name on us, it put a cap on us.
Yep, it'll put a
No,
label.
we
It
don't
would
have a cap.
diminish us. It would lower us.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. And look, me and Niles was
That what I'm
talking about
saying. My
something,
bad, bro.
and it was
I
like
didn't mean
fifth
to do that.
dimensional.
My bad,
And we
bro.
tried to say it on the stream, and it's like the Men in Black fucking brain thing happened, and we couldn't
Hey,
explain this shit. And we knew what we wanted to talk about. We couldn't describe this shit. How you gonna describe some shit like that? Hey,
bro.
let's keep going.
That's
There you
crazy.
go.
No, go ahead, bro. I ain't got nothing else to say because you just cracked the whole thing open, bro. My bad, bro. I was being an asshole. My bad, bro.
Oh, you
I
good,
was
bro.
being an
Look,
asshole.
so look,
Like
I was
like
just
you
thinking
went
like
in, bro. Like that make all the sense in the world. That make all the sense in the world, man. That's
this, right?
crazy.
Like remember in Men in Black, remember the little cat had the little Orion's belt around his neck, and they was trying to get
Mhm,
the little
mhm.
weird ass motherfuckers was trying to be in alien form. They was all, but they was animals, bugs. That's why I say, like, if you worship this God, that means you will love all the things that it created. Like, why would all what do you mean the creepy things, the creepy, like, you know what I'm saying, like the creepy crawly things? Like,
Trying to
nobody
be
like bugs. Like, nobody likes bugs in their house. Like, somebody see an ant, something, like, we don't fuck with bugs, but like if they come fucking with us, we gonna kill them. Like, like,
we gonna kill him. Yeah,
why is that
exactly.
natural to do? Why would Bill Gates create mosquitoes and release 700,000 mosquitoes across Florida? This is Bill Gates is a fallen angel. He's a demigod. I'm telling you. I'm
You know,
telling you.
it was somebody caught a mosquito somewhere in Churchland out here, 757. That shit had numbers on it. It was a robot. It was a robotic
Yeah,
mosquito.
yeah.
Somebody caught out here in Virginia. It was a robotic mosquito, bro. It was lab made.
Now I remember they
Yeah,
said you remember when they was talking about Zika virus and stuff like that. They said they was going to genetically
yeah.
modify mosquitoes so that they would get with the mating population, so that the population wouldn't be able to reproduce anymore. But let's think about that in a way that was more nefarious, without saying exactly what it is. So you don't
Right,
say it,
right.
but
You right. You right.
you
You
know what
right.
I'm saying?
You
Like
right.
you just put stuff out there
Yeah,
like that. It's simply put that way. And I hate to talk and do it like that, but
yeah.
the discerned mind understands discernment. You get what I'm saying? And I
You
gotta be
right.
like that. I got to, because like I don't even
Mm-hmm.
realize I'm about to say some shit like that. You feel me? Like, but think about it. We was
Yeah,
told
no, I'm
during,
glad you
like,
did that, bro.
remember
I'm glad you did that.
West Nile virus, Zika
Yeah.
virus, all that, and they said it was the mosquitoes doing
But
that,
hold
and they
on,
go
what happened to them
genetically
though?
modify
What
mosquitoes and then put them,
one is swept
introduce them
under
to
the
the
rug.
population. And this was like
One is swept under the
like
rug. But one is swept under the rug though.
I mean, it went away real quick. It wasn't.
Everything you just
It
named,
didn't
one
get
is
the
swept under the
widespread
rug.
attention to other things. Just like things of recent had got
That's like the swine virus. The swine. That's like the swine virus. What happened to
H1N1,
the swine? I was in high
H1N1,
school then. I was in
bird
high school
flu,
when this happened.
bird flu.
The
Them
bird flu.
people,
I was in high school,
them
bro.
Asian people been
All
wearing
this stuff,
masks.
bro. I was
Look,
in high
remember back
school,
then
bro.
they was wearing masks back then doing those ones. We just, everybody else wasn't, but they was
And we
wearing
didn't
masks
know
back
nothing
then.
about it.
Yep.
And
They
we
was
didn't know
wearing
nothing about it.
they was wearing masks way back then. So it's a lot of things. How much truth and real, and then something could be real, but just overpopulated in
But
belief
why?
or
Hold on.
scared.
Why
Or
is the COVID so real? Hold on.
nah, I mean
Why
you
is
got
the
to be
COVID
careful of
so
Don't
speaking.
real?
say that name. Don't say that
Yeah,
name.
you got to realize this. Well, it is what it is. You know, reality is something could be real, but it could be under or over fetched, and that's been truthfully said. But we got to be careful as to what we say in certain shit. That's why when I said and worded the things I said through discernment, I said it as such. You get what I'm saying? And I hate to be like that, but we got to understand that we got to navigate in these times that we in. we're in some of the craziest, weirdest times ever. So to think that you could just navigate freely like you want to, like like it don't. I unfortunately don't work that way. I hate to be the bearer of bad news of that, but we can navigate through it with good discernment and proper communication. You get what I'm saying? So that's always been a thing. What the hell is that?
I don't know. That was
Hey
just-
man, hey, Dollars 13.
What's up, bro?
Man, can you be the first one to feature our new song "Lose My Way" on your channel, bro? Just to, like, can we do that? Like, can we come to agreement with that?
No, I had
We
asked
can
him.
do that. We can do that another day,
I
bro.
know people listen to your shit.
Oh,
We
that
can
shit
do
go hard. That
we
one
can do
go
it
hard.
another.
though.
Listen to your
We can do it
stuff.
another day. Huh?
And that
We can
shit
do
go hard, bro. And I want people to
I gotta hear it first because you know I'm a
however
big.
much you want to say it. We own it. Like we got the beat and
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, you
I'm gonna
could.
tell you, bro. Listen, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let's do it another day because I'm gonna tell you, bro. If that shit
That's
ain't
your ass. If that's your ass, he gonna criticize. I
Come
told him
on,
that. I
bro.
told him
yeah,
that.
Nah, that shit go hard, bro.
I
I
feel
swear.
no type of way, I'm be like, nah,
Look,
that shit ain't real.
if it don't go hard, I'm coming to a wager with you. If it don't go hard as you can. I ain't gonna even say nothing.
You can criticize it. You can criticize
roast,
it
you can
live.
roast that song up
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You can
no
roast it.
bullshit. But I like
You
that.
can roast it. Like, you
I
can
like
say
that.
whatever you want to say about it, and I ain't gonna get mad and say nothing. That's how
Man,
hard that J really go, bro.
it's something
Like
to
for
do,
real.
even
Like,
though we still
come on, bro.
building. But it's something to throw in,
Come
for the
on,
people.
dog.
If you feel like it,
Come on, dog.
I ain't gonna do
And
it.
it's real lyrics in there. Like it's
Nah.
real lyrics. You gotta
Ho-
listen, bro.
Look.
I'm
I got a
telling you,
special
bro.
time and a place for that. I got a special time
But
and place
look,
for it.
let me get to this though.
All right,
Look, so look,
never mind. Then I just
Nah,
asked you, bro. I mean, I'm
it's
gonna
all
go with
good.
King
It's all
Gino.
good. I got
That's
you. I got
crazy
you. Nah, he
though,
right.
but
He
yeah.
right. We on the bill right now, and it ain't like we
so
on the
look, so
intermission.
look, so look. The Tower of Babel, right? So we was talking about this earlier at work. So I'm glad I found this shit because I'm gonna show their ass this tomorrow. But look, I was telling people like, why would a God, if everybody spoke the same language, why would a God come separate the languages? Like, why?
Because
It tells you that they was getting close to. They was getting
That's
close to
your
the heavens.
opponent, man. No,
They
look,
said,
hold on, King Gino. No, King Gino, hold on,
I
bro.
can't even.
Now this is getting redundant now, bro. This is getting very redundant, bro. And I'm not being disrespectful. That's your
Redundant.
opponent, bro. That's your opponent, bro.
Bro, we teaching,
You
bro.
are everything that they speak of and they want to be. So of course they're gonna word it the way they're gonna word it and say the way they're gonna say it to make it seem like, nah,
I get what they
that's
said.
someone else. That's someone else. That's not you or not of me. But at the same time, they're gonna show their people though. When you look at the pictures, you go all over internet, all over everything, all going to churches. You're gonna see images of them, but they're gonna try to say, nah, Jesus Christ has no color, but why the fuck is he a blue eyed? Why he blue eyed though? Why he blue eyed?
Let me tell you something about
With
that.
dog hair?
That's a
Nah,
lie.
and stuff. Hold on, I'm not gonna
Not
go that
what you talking
far.
about. Not what
At
you
the
talking
same
about.
time, it's like, come on, bro. It's like, come on, man. Look at that for what you need to read it for, bro. They're talking about us. We are those people. They just putting names on it.
What if the
There's no
Tower of
such
Babel
thing as
didn't
Moses.
go up?
There's no such
Bro,
thing. All these other people. They just put
bro, of
names
course,
on it, bro.
bro,
It's us,
teaching.
bro.
We
It's
teaching,
us,
bro.
bro.
Of course, we know, bro. We up here teaching, bro.
Yeah. Jedediah, you got to realize
Of course, we know.
he don't teach
Look,
as if he
ain't
know.
no
He
time
teaches
for
so people.
teaching, bro.
No, hold on.
No, that's monetization. That's
No.
called monetization because of the mystery.
But
And if
let me break
someone
this one
wants to
down.
learn and there's monetization, now it's about really putting the truth out there, and it's time for the truth to be known.
Look, the
It's no
Tower
more
of
time
Babel.
for to be teaching nothing.
Look, the
There's no
Tower of
more time
Babel,
for
right?
I'm teaching this, I'm teaching. No, it's about the truth being put out there right then and right
All
there.
right. Let me build on
What
this.
you
It's
with
too
you,
late
doing,
Jedediah.
for
bro?
that, bro.
What you think
Now
putting
we
the
talking
truth
about
out there?
monetization now. That's what everybody doing is monetization now.
What is you talking about?
No,
I don't get no money for
there's
this
no
shit.
time for
Now
that, bro.
let's just ignore that. Look, let me go into this right quick. The Tower of Babel, right? What if it wasn't a tower going upwards? What if it was a tower actually? It's a spiral. Look at it. What if it was something going downwards and got destroyed? Because they do a lot of shit underground in different places underwater. We don't hear nothing about it. Oh, it's nothing underground. Even though the Earth's surface is 7% water, there's more water inside the Earth than on the surface.
I was
We
just
don't know.
asking, I was just asking.
I'm not worried about none of
Hold
those
on, hold on.
mathematical
And then, hold on,
calculations
I'm not
because
saying
it's not leading to
I'm building,
anything.
bro.
It's
I'm
not
building.
teaching nobody
Hold on,
nothing.
I'm building.
Just like
Hold
everything
on,
that was in
I'm building,
school
right? Hold on, I'm building,
that was
right?
taught
Look,
to
no,
us,
I'm not talking about what
it
you're
didn't
talking
teach
about.
us anything.
I'm
It's
not
teaching
talking
you
about
nothing.
monetization. I'm not talking about building. Listen, the Tower of Babel.
You
They
said
already
what
see
we
the.
were talking
Hold
about
on,
today and teaching nobody.
hold on. Let me
No,
finish.
let's address what he's saying. No, let's address what he's saying. He said what we doing ain't teaching nobody nothing. So you
All right. So allow me to teach.
Well,
Let me.
genocide. What I just say? He was let him talk. He said what we was saying ain't teaching us nothing. So let him teach us something then. Teach
No,
us
hold up,
something new.
man. He was done talking.
Listen, bro. Stop
Oh
telling me to
God.
hold up, man.
Damn, I can't never build though. I'm
let
good.
him no.
Go
I
ahead,
said
Bill, bro.
because he's just
I
said
mean, because
what
every time I'm trying to
Oh, now
build,
you feel
I get cut
offended. You
off.
feel
I get cut
offended.
off when somebody else
You
building
feel
though.
just
offended.
said me.
I'm
What me and
actually
you
going into the
talking
Tower
about.
of Babel.
I don't care, bro. He just said what me and you were talking about is not no. It's old school and people been
He ain't
noticed
mean it
stuff.
like that. He ain't mean
I
it
What
like
didn't say
I'm
that.
none of
saying is,
that.
so
I
what
ain't
I'm
say
saying
none of
is,
that.
Why
Hold on, cut
why
that
we
out.
focus on
Cut
that
that
for
out. I
instead of
ain't
me
say none of
building?
that.
let
Cut
him
that
Why
out,
we
let
bro.
him
focus on that instead of me
let
Cut that
him
building
out,
though?
finish
bro. Go
saying what
ahead,
he
Bill,
said.
bro.
Obviously, he
Bro,
don't
go
want to
ahead,
hear it.
Bill, man. He in his feelings, bro. Go
No,
ahead, Bill,
no,
man. He in
no.
his
See,
feelings, man.
this
Go
is the
ahead, Bill,
problem. This is
bro.
the problem. The
Talking
Tower of
about
Babel.
feelings
Hold on. Can
about
I
what?
finish building? Can I look? I patiently waited for everybody else to build. Listen, the Tower of Babel. When
Go ahead,
people are
bro. He in his
babbling,
feelings,
look,
man.
look, what we doing
You
right
niggas
now is
emotional,
babbling.
man. You
A
niggas
whole
don't
bunch
even
of
know how
people
to build.
talking the same language, but ain't nothing getting heard. Listen, we talking the same language, but ain't shit getting heard. What we doing? We getting destroyed. That's what God doing to us right now because we both using the same fucking language and we're getting destroyed. The Tower of Babel. Babylon, like Babylon, or like your Bible. You get what I'm saying? The thing is, they
Thank
wanted to
you.
reach
Yup,
the heavens.
exactly.
They
Yup.
they wanted to reach the heavens and be like God. So they worked together and used the same language to try to reach the heavens. And God was like, "You think
Yup.
y'all worse? Y'all think y'all foul ass, iniquity ass, unrighteous ass motherfuckers? We're gonna let y'all this motherfucking mosey up here? Hell no! I'll fucking tear that shit down first." That's what
There you
happened.
go, bro. Thank you,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Let me. No, I ain't got a hold no thought. Nah, this thought coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit
Go
need to
ahead,
be
bro.
heard.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead,
I'm
bro.
built because I'm building the mystery tower. Now, when they say it's a mystery tower, look at it. It's a fucking spiral, but it's going upwards. What if it's actually going downwards through something? And what we think is up is down, the out is in. It's not what we think it.
There we
It's
go.
not what we
There we
think.
go.
Our dimensions are lied to us. They say you want to fool somebody, tell them some up is down and left is right. That's why the Konami code is up, down, left, right, left, right. It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid, but they don't just do this shit for no reason. They trying to tell you, like, okay, the North Pole and the South Pole, but there is no South Pole because the compass only points north. So there is no other pole. If there was another pole, then the fucking magnet would fucking point to this shit. But it doesn't. It only points north. Think about what I'm saying. They say that if you take a image of the North Pole or whatever and go on Google, it's blurred out. Why is it blurred out? Now, if you look at Saturn, the Lord of the Rings, they tell you it's got a geometrical shape at its pole. All this shit makes sense and it is something higher than the consciousness explaining the knowledge we given on a low level, but higher than if we was given the preview of the mystery esoteric knowledge that humans or mankind actually hold right now, we would still be far off from what it actually is. But a little bit we'll be way away from the debatable parts about it. That's why they do it like that. But they have to tell us. But they don't have to tell us directly. And they'll have to be they could be very deceptive in it. So when you think about the Tower of Babel, people think about a tall ass building. Nah, it was a tall building, but like you see how we build it now, it was a tall building, not a structure.
So look, it becomes babble when you don't understand what somebody's saying. So my thing is, if we was working together, raising the vibration of the planet by working together, why would that God come knock it down? That was my question.
Now you said it right. Why would that
Yeah.
God?
I know the other shit, but I'm saying what was the, you see what I'm saying?
Hey, knowledge. On my stream, you got somebody called multi-generational mulatto.
I see him, bro.
Okay, he want He want me to put the
I
link in the
see him,
chat.
bro. I got him.
All right. I don't know if he can see it in my jank though.
You can see he's the chat is on both of them. That's why I said I can see him because the chat is.
All right.
Oh shit! You talking about?
Yeah, on my channel, he's in the chat.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Hold on.
Yeah. See, I knew you didn't catch
My fault.
it.
Hold on.
So you
You got
go
a
to my
story
page.
on Africa. You hold on. You got a story on Africa. Afrikaners conquer Africa, right? You got a story on that.
Scipio
You don't have
Africanus.
a. You don't have a. You don't. Okay, but you don't have a full story on this.
Oh, send him the
You
link.
just have a mystery or cobwebs. You have cobwebs over here. You have different interpretations. It's like to 7 to 10. It's like 2 interpretations of Africa compared to our like 9 over here.
Oh yeah. We only got one over here. There's so many different. Like they don't even consider themselves Africans or the same people. And that, like when they say we different people, they don't even consider themselves the same damn people. Like so that's a whole one in itself.
No, go ahead. I was listening.
I'm trying to put the link in the jank. Give me a
Oh,
quick second.
my bad. Because like I said, and Knowledge 13, man, I was not coming at you at all, bro. It was just I was trying to get some stuff off my chest. I know what I mean. I see you. Know what I mean. It's none of that. Like I said, but it's like I want you to be like. Not I want you to be. It's like bam, the spirit like boom. I know if you was like more spiritual and not holding on to what you was told and what you learned and what you see and what you read, and you seen things that no one else ever seen, if you cohere and go into your inner self, the inner workings, man, shit'll be crazy. But that's all I was saying. I
That's what
go
I'm
into my
saying.
inner workings. I just don't go off of what was told to me, what I learned, and what I studied. I studied a lot, bro. I'm talking about my grandfather had my own a marble table. I used to have to get up in the morning. I eat breakfast and study everything ready. And then I have books of literature, about 10 books of literature. I read a day, and then I have to write essays and paragraphs, and then I go read this, minus that, and this, that, and the fourth. I'm talking about I had monks. I could have actually went and studied with the monks and stuff, bro.
I mean, that's
I don't
cool.
go off stuff like that. I go off of spirit and what I done seen and lived.
Me
Real
too.
life and real time.
That's how I got to where I'm at now. It ain't. Everybody got different paths. I may have to read a little bit more books to get to where I'm at, but I'm here. But at the same time, it's almost as if as like you saying like I should be speaking it a different certain way. So
No,
the
I
way
never said that, bro. I never said that.
the way that I do my knowledge is I know how to pick people's brain. I know how to send a light bulb in people's minds so questions can start going off because just because I may feel that I may know something, I may not know. So I'm gonna ask you a question a certain way to spark up a conversation. So
And
I
you know
may
what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna apologize to you.
so
No,
that's
I'm
cool.
gonna
So I
apologize to you. My bad, bro. I
appreciate
did not
it.
mean to disrespect you like that, bro. And
So,
if I violated, bro, I
It
really,
ain't like that. Even though you
you know what I
apologize,
mean?
it
I
ain't to that
apologize,
extent.
bro.
And I can't talk for knowledge, but
Yeah,
I dealt with him enough that I'm telling you, like, it's a
it's
good
not.
thing that we
yeah.
have
No, I'm saying
differences, but
I'm talking,
the
no, I'm
way
talking to knowledge though, bro. Hold on. Let me talk to knowledge, bro. Let me talk to knowledge. Knowledge, like for real. I apologize, bro. Like sincerely and personally, I apologize, bro. I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries because this is your platform. And my bad, bro.
It's
I
all
didn't mean
well.
to do that. My bad.
It's all
Know what I
well.
mean?
Hey, multi-generational mulatto, you still there? I posted a StreamYard in the jank. I think this might have been somebody from a previous panel or something. You never
He might
know.
gotta come. He might gotta come on my shit. I don't
to
know.
actually see
I
it.
never did. I never did that.
Yeah, I posted it in my jank, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
Um,
we can come up.
but the Tower of Babel, when I look at it, it yeah, it's the Tower of Babel, but it's not just a structure. I don't believe it's a structure. Or it could have been like one of the first rocket ships and they got torn down. Think about it. Look at the Tower of Babel. Look at that other thing right there. Don't that look like a rocket ship landing thing? People got together, made a rocket ship, and that shit went try to go up through the dome, get knocked down. And that would have probably took a long time. It takes us a long time now, but think about back in the days that people had with the technologies to make pyramids and some of those ancient structures we can't even make today.
I don't think it necessarily was a. It could have been a rocket. It could have just been an energy source because a lot of the pyramids was energy sources. They was towers like energy towers, like they would
Yes,
get.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't necessarily think that it was that. It could have been some type of holy tower that kept them connected with the,
Or a beacon.
or it could have been some type of spiritual beacon.
Now,
Either.
knowledge. We looked up a beacon, right?
Now,
We just recently looked up a beacon, right? So I appreciate you saying an energy source. And an energy source, we thinking about source material or source information, fallen angel
y'all don't remember
technology,
those
a
pictures?
source of beacon of fallen angel
Do y'all
technology, and
remember?
that's why it probably got torn down. But go ahead.
Do y'all remember them pictures that it was beings taking look like pine cones off of a tree? Remember y'all saw them beings that was drawn in the inside of the pyramids and stuff, and outside the pyramids, it was huge beings taking stuff out of a tree. That was our electricity. That was a form of our wave. Everything stems from the tree. And then you see how the roots of the tree is underground and it's interconnected. You see how we get petrol, we get gas and oil and everything. We get oil and everything from the ground. We get gold from the ground, silver, all this stuff, diamonds, everything from the dirt. And you got these roots under here that's interconnected and communicating to each other. The trees are alive. The trees are alive and well. And they have the most electric value on this planet. Electricity comes from them. The sap that they have comes from it reiterates everything that we are made of. It's the tree. I'm trying to tell you. That's the source. The tree is the source of all energy.
It got to be coming from somewhere. It's plugged in somewhere.
Yep. It's plugged in. Look, we think down. Look, we've been taught. I keep trying to tell people this realm is backwards. Like if you look at Flash, you got the reverse universe, the reverse Flash. They're not gonna tell you everything, but this is the reverse universe. What is down is up. What is up is down here. So what is up? That's hell. Hell is up. Down is heaven,
And see,
not
that's why the
hell.
Tower of Babel is going up, but it's actually
Thank
going
you.
down. That's why I
Thank you.
said it's a spiral. You wouldn't build a spiral going up. A spiral, you would use that to dig underneath the ground because they'll tell you the truth, but just lie to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
And how will we know? How we don't know that tower actually reached the underground Agartha other world inside the world, and it's actually looking like it's upright, but it was built as a spiral downwards. But yet we know that they building domes all over the world.
It could have been. It could have been like a diamond.
There you go. See, and they say the pyramids are diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
They say the pyramids aren't actually just on the top like that. They say underneath it's like that.
Yeah, it's inverted. It's the same way, like.
And they got secret corridors, and they block. Did you know they always block off the tunnels? Now, why do they do that? When the Euphrates River just dried up, they said they got different cave systems and stuff, and they just blocked them off.
Speaking of pyramids, I'm gonna show you this video. This dude said that flying pyramids.
Oh yeah. So there's
Hey, take over the stream. My cousin,
Thanks, Kenzie.
my cousin in there on live. He in there yelling like a motherfucker. I'm like,
hey, hey, put it on the picture of the pyramid or some shit. I got it. So yeah,
uh,
in the newest UFO disclosure by military, there's actually been disclosed the pyramid UFO. So the military declassified UFO. There's a pyramid. That's actually a thing. That's actually supposed to be a real thing. It don't seem like they lying or joking about it. And it's like they don't even know what to talk about it about.
hold on.
All right, all
Go
right.
ahead, go ahead.
All right, so look, there's a lot of different things that we gotta think about. The trees are like telephones. I like that. And when we think about ourselves as a seed, our seed grows into a vessel, and it's like broccoli. It's like a plant inside our body, controlling our body. If you look at it, we got the brain and you got the stem that goes down, which is the ultimate seed that you are, that you grew into your your body. See, when they said eat from the tree of life and not the tree of good and knowledge, once the eating from the tree of good and knowledge happened, who told you was naked? Then we became into the flesh. We were spirit beings before that, but once we did that, we had to take on a flesh body, and that's why we realized we were naked. We weren't naked, we just didn't have a body. And most people, look, it throws a lot of people off, but trees move and rocks move. They called them the mighty rock or the mountain. The builder, the stone that the builders rejected. And think about it. If you was the guy or you was the people and the people always reject you, you would never accept your task. You wouldn't know what it was. You're getting rejected. People fear rejection. But it's a reflection of what the truth is. The proof is in the pudding. People don't admire us and love us and just gawk and wonder and be in awe and amazing and then act like they hate us at the same fucking time while stealing our creativity all the fucking time. It just doesn't work like that. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Whatever type of stereotypes or whatever cliques or fans or people who got groups that say anything similar to that with different ideals of me, so be it. I'm not a part of them. I'm just explaining the obvious. I don't like how I can say something knowledgeable and something intelligent, and then people form a group about it with some totally different, outrageous views, and then the truth I said is turned into that group. It's like, oh, you put no. I'm the one that came up with this shit and said this shit. Now motherfuckers rock with a small aspect of something good I taught, and then made a whole cult or a whole cult behind it, and in the wrong way. We got to be careful about this. They use this in a lot of modern day things now. It's an easier way to get you away from the truth. And then we get to the truth. The truth is so complex. The person could just ask you mere questions not to be able to explain it. And then you think it's just total bullshit while rocking the things. So when you go into Christ and you go into like Christmas and this and the third, that's why they call it Xmas, because X is represented by Christ.
Damn, boy, you still over here yapping.
Up here, yappity yapping. Every time I
Hey,
fucking
look,
put it
listen
on
to
something
this real quick.
intelligent, you
Hey,
know,
look,
yeah, I
listen
want to
to
hear
this
it. I
real
get
quick.
it.
Listen
I'm
to
good.
this real quick, and I'm finna get off the live, G. I gotta take care of something. Look, check this out though.
What's good, family? The lies outnumber the truth, and the truth is hidden by the lies. Check out this picture. This is a lie. This proves there are active minds working to deceive you. In a previous video, I showed this picture. Some people felt it was AI generated. I can understand the doubt. It's hard to believe a pyramid could fly or was brought to their location. Look closely at the bottom of the pyramid ship. It looks like a motor underneath. Now look at this pic. Are they both AI generated? Notice the pyramid has a motor on the bottom. If you look at the top of the pyramid, family, there's a capstone. You know what's consistent, family? It is the artistry that shows pyramids were brought or flown to locations. If this could be true, do you think the government would be upfront or tell you in a roundabout way? Family, do you think Hollywood creates images just to create, or are they recreating images already known? I don't believe I can take in all the stories of Egypt. It's like they're showing one thing and saying something else. Where does Hollywood get the idea of flying pyramids? You can believe a little, but question everything. Friend up, family.
Damn, the nigga. Oh, I'm like, damn, what this nigga at? Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, I was trying to end my stream, tell them I'm yapping yapping. It's like as soon as I say something intelligent, don't nobody want to hear that shit. I mean, it's all good though. I was actually building
G,
on
I was
something.
playing.
I know you were playing, but you know how you take certain shit serious, nigga. I was taking that shit I was saying serious, nigga, and I was like, damn. I was patiently waiting to build on certain shit, and as soon as I got to some intelligent shit, this chaos happened, and I'm used to it. You feel me? I'm used
What
to it. But
intelligent shit would you like to say, brother? Go
no,
ahead.
I'm good on that shit, man. I understand that this ain't the time and place for that shit. And you know what I'm saying? When people develop their minds in a more conscious space and ready to receive knowledge like that, and somebody asks me something like that, then good. But no
What if
nobody
they
asked me. No, I'm just saying I was actually just explaining some shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I was
what
actually carrying it to a good point. I can't even remember the shit. Got pissed off. I wanted to end my stream. Now, I know you ain't mean it like that, but that's how I felt. You feel me? Like, damn, I don't sit let niggas argue about little dumb shit when I was actually proactively building on some shit. But
who
that's
argued? I didn't argue one time on this live.
not like that. But a lot of times when I was,
One
well, I don't
time.
know, when I was patiently waiting for my turn to build on some shit, that shit got cut off with some ignorant, chaotic shit. But it happened a few times.
That
I'm
was
good.
your guess. You brought him up here.
I'm good on all that. Well, I'm good on all that. Even after he left, I was just saying some good shit. Hey, it is what it is. I understand a lot of our consciousness ain't even I'm not ready for some of the stuff I'm talking about. So of course I don't expect my audience and the people I'm speaking to be on a higher level like that. Even when it's foreign to me speaking, I would have to re-explain certain things in a way that would kind of seem like this. But nah, look, we building on some shit. Tower of Babel ain't what people think it is. The conscious mind and everything when they think it's not really what things are thinking is, because there's an active enemy that wants you to be dumbed down and laughs and has jokes and has fun. Especially like when it was like, damn, they kind of get to the truth, but look how dumb the idiots are. They so stuck on their own beliefs or the egos and this and the third. They'll never be able to produce any future, um, um, any um, any fruits, anything that's like that actually people can eat. You see what I'm saying? So the chaos and wickedness and iniquity, the seven iniquities or the third of the angels, that's what people ride on most. And that's what resonates with them. So I gotta understand that and not be frustrated about that. And if I do give out something intelligent and somebody catch on to it, good. I more so don't like teaching or giving out a message to people. I only just give it out to the masses and it shall be picked onto and latched onto. That's my approach. I'm not into the all the other stuff everybody into. Like I could tell what people are focused on and why they focus on in the midst of what's going on. And it's laughable. The enemy isn't flesh and blood. It controls enemies of flesh and blood, and they're laughing. Like, damn, y'all so close and so far off. And it's comical to me. I try to see what type of benefit we get out of it, and we don't. A lower vibrational entertainment that serves us no purpose at all. But yet, for some odd reason, we hold high and dear to it. And why? I don't know. It serves us no good. It's an angry God. It's a jealous God that we serve by being egotistical and not listening to each other and taking each other seriously on some of the things they have to speak about. And see, that's why you come to people who have great knowledge and keep it esoteric or a mystery, because it's not that they don't want to teach us, because the people, the students act like kids, rebellious kids. It's laughable. I mean, people laugh like, damn, y'all so smart, so dumb. Like maybe if y'all actually listen to each other, took the time and let everybody properly build, can't build these people. Foolish kids who want to be God and don't even want to know nothing about God, let alone the God that's internal, external. It's like, no, everything is one sided and something I heard. Instead of people accepting they know little of nothing, the Lord they know is supposed to be everything, and anything different and trying to get outside of the realm is blasphemous. When the blasphemous thing is to realize that you admit that you're in the realm of knowing little or nothing. That's why I know little or nothing, even though I know I'm way higher conscious and more intelligent than most people. That's what leads me to that. Because I know that and admit that. This is not what happens in our communities and our circles. This is a common downfall to us. It's almost like to break down the civilization between dumb people using smart technology. It's smart people using technology dumbly. It's even worse. Man, we get all this shit at our fingertips, and what the fuck we do with it? Sit there, snivel and laugh and gossip and a whole bunch of little fucking kitty shit. Not kitty shit, childish shit. Not childlike. Childlike, they don't know racism. They don't know to be stupid or call somebody names. They just know what it is, it is. That's why you can't lie to your children. You can lie to them all you want to. They know what the hell time it is. And this is what comes to us as a people. This is why they call us a minority. A minority legally means a childlike person. And that's what we are. And that's not who we supposed to be or actually are, but that's who we admitting. Like if you give off a characteristic long enough, that's who you are.
I mean, you say so. I mean,
Come
I
on
look
now.
at it like I look
If
at
we
it like
made a, if we made a live about arguing for the next 2 hours, we would get so many more views and then get into intellectual knowledge to help our people out. And that's the truth. So how can we admit and know that? But what I just said, it doesn't make sense.
what you mean? Who said it didn't make? I said it didn't make sense.
Nah, okay, you might not per se say that, but the average person would act like they didn't understand what the fuck I just said, even though they understood that shit. Yeah, I get a little frustrated with that shit. I'm like, damn,
I think you
people.
be
So,
making shit up in your mind and then just be re-asking,
I
like
mean,
answering.
what would I make up about the
Nobody's
fact that?
thinking that. Nobody said anything. I let you just build for like 5 minutes straight. I didn't say
Yeah,
nothing.
because I was frustrated when I
Um,
actually got intelligent builds about different things. When it went to the third of the stars and going to Saturn being the Lord of the Rings and all this other stuff, I got and then no type of response, and then back into negative chaos. I mean, and then I listened to like low level breaking down. It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, though. I mean, and I'm not saying my shit that I'm explaining is better. Just I actually was trying to break down some shit, and I understand it. You can't give meat to children. You can't feed a baby adult food. They'll die. They'll choke on it. And that's what happened with a lot of times when I'm trying to give off knowledge. And that's why I dumb it down like I do for people. That's what you're asking for. You want to be a child like in the knowledge? Not you knowledge, but I'm talking about people who want to. That's why I do it the way I do it. They show me that's the way they want to be served. So that's the way I'm preparing the meal. Like, okay, this is what you want. You want milk? Okay, we're blessed beings and we're better than people for some odd no good reason. Well, I can tell people that we was chosen for a specific plan to do something great, and we continuously do it and being told and lied to about something opposite while proving that that's what we are. How can we be like in the worst situations, but everybody looks up to us and steal shit from us for creativity to make their stuff look better? Nothing. That's what I get, and I understand that. But it's the truth. It's the shit that piss you off. It's the shit that we be talking about. Like, why is this shit like that? But when somebody comes along and say, "Hey, this is why it's like it," then nobody care nothing about it. You don't even want to even address it, but want to complain about it. So I get tired of hearing people complain about something that's easy to explain and address.
right.
We don't gotta be willful, ignorantly dumb to the shit. A lot of the shit people know. They just hold on to it. That's why you ain't like that church stupid shit he was talking about. Because the church just be taking for people. You go to a black church right now and donate for them motherfuckers for 10 years, $200 a fucking week, and let your ass be $200 behind in your motherfucking light bill. Go up in there and they'll look at you with a cynical look and say, "Sorry, we can't help you out." Shit like that. I'm good on shit like that. I don't need no man to tell me God needs my money when that's the root of all evil. He looking at you like you a goddamn idiot believing him. If you smart, if you stupid enough to believe him, he can take your money. Not saying all pastors and reverends is like that. No, they're not all like that. But for a lot of them, and then corruption absolutely corrupts. If it's a way to creep in, it's gonna creep in. They even using people to promote their shit. Paid off preachers and stuff promote agendas. They make people feel comfortable with shit that they would never feel comfortable with, what their Bible tells opposite of. Shit, pastors is a way to make you retranslate the Bible, even though you're reading it for your own text. That's what most of them do. Instead of breaking it down so you can easily understand, nah, they just tell you what you want to fuck. They just tell you the shit you want to fucking hear. That's why that dude all pissed off playing that dumbass music.
Oh,
The dude at your job that was playing that music, but he was all pissed off. He
oh,
knows
yeah.
that the shit he's doing is bullshit, but he feels like that's his way of telling people that he's a good person, and the way to justify that he's going to go into the heaven gates because he accepted somebody as personal savior that the person in the Bible never said to do. Shit like that. The man never said that shit in the Bible.
Never said what.
Accept me as your personal savior and Lord, you can get accepted into heaven.
I thought it was John 3:16. He so whoever worship what is it, John 3:16?
It ain't the same shit they be telling you. They tell you it's 10 commandments. Actually, it's 42 of them, and they come from the 42 laws of Ma'at.
It's really more than that.
Yeah. See, people don't even. And there's the difference. When you teaching children, you give them milk. And then sometimes the pastors ain't even so bad. It's a congregation so bad that they got to milk it down and end up giving a bullshit story to a bullshit ass people. That shit is deep.
It's just all trickery, bro.
Deception.
The fallen technology is these computers. It's AI.
And then people call it fallen technology. I believe we had technology far superior to all this before there was a fallen ones. And then they using some of our technology and then calling it fallen one technology to keep us away from the technology we originally had to keep us fucking dumb. I mean, this is our enemy. This is our adversary. Somebody we should not trust with deception. Not flesh and blood, but the principalities. So when I say certain shit, I gotta re-explain what I'm saying because people are so fucking programmed that if I say the truth, their way of mind and thinking is programmed to thinking I'm a Democrat, Republican, or a fucking Christian, or a Hebrew Israelite. Hold on. And I'm not none of them motherfuckers. I'm just telling you what it is. But all I gotta do is make up what?
Why does that make you mad?
Because if I tell you the truth, and somebody has took a small part of the truth and distorted it and become a religious cult or a cult, and you prescribe me to that, it makes you an idiot instead of receiving the truth. And it pisses me off. I shouldn't have to re-explain.
Hey, listen, bro. You can't really listen, bro. Shit. Listen. It's different paths, bro. Like that's why I teach the way I do. Because I'm not just gonna be tell the truth. If you get it, you get it. You don't, like, damn, like you didn't learn that way. So you gotta pass the knowledge off the same way you learned it. Yes,
okay, so I did come from
hold on, because I'm finna get off live. It's frustrating. Yes, it gets frustrating trying to get the knowledge out there and all that other shit. But what you got to understand is you can't become egotistical and start calling people idiots and they're dumb because they believe in a savior, because you once did too. So you can't call them people dumb because they haven't elevated. Maybe
that's not what I said. I said because no, I said no. They subscribe me to a Democrat, Republican, or to a Christian or a Hebrew
maybe
Israelite.
that's all that they know. So it's different
that.
angles of teach. It's different angles of way that you have to come to the people and teach. That's why I dumb my shit down all the way. Break it down so when people start to understand it, now I can start using better words and I can get more in depth into different books and shit that I could be talking about. Like it's different ways and different angles you got to get the people. Some people come in this shit and got their whole core belief system, but they might be a little bit open-minded to something, but you might be then shut them down because they may disagree with your belief system or what you think may be true, and then
I don't
now
have belief systems.
debating with them
I
or
know what I
whatever.
know. Now check this out, right? Now let me go into something very controversial, right?
But hold on, bro. Hurry up because I gotta go.
Yeah.
I got to go for
All
work.
right. So check this out. This ain't the time and the place for it. Hey, I'm about this bitch. Peace.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, man, appreciate y'all coming on the live, man. We had a great build. Everybody came through. Jedediah, Genocide. Hassan came up here, but she was having a bad day, so she didn't join the live.
I hope she's having a better day. And I apologize because we were supposed to let her build.
Bro, why you just
I
think it's
can't
okay
talk.
to cut me off like that, bro? I was just fucking talking, bro. I'm finna end the live. If you want to say something to her, do that next time. I'm just trying to end this shit, bro. I gotta go. You keep cutting me off trying to say little shit. I'm about to end the live. It was a good live. I appreciate y'all coming up. This is Expanding the Conscious Mindset, episode 23. We're gonna touch on more topics on the next one. Until next time, peace.